the Yankees had you, they had Torrens, they had Escara, and Wells, and I guess you had kind of a million catchers. Is that kind of cool for you that so many of those guys are now in the major leagues?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm super proud of being in that group. I think when the Mets went down, I thought with Torrens, like, bro, it's crazy how we 8 catchers in spring training last year, and all of us has in the major league. Different team, but the major league. So that's super fun. We had a really good group that year. So just it's so cool that every guy found his own way to be in the big leagues, and I'm super happy for that.
How are you doing physically with all the innings that you've been catching?
Awesome. That's not an issue.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people?
The more I play, I feel better. So normally in the minor league, at the end of the season, I feel better.
How the hell is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a great fucking day, because I sure am, and it's especially a good day, because I've been waiting for this for a long time. You know, this is one of the longest we've been into. I mean, last year, I think it was like a week later. But, like, we're playing the Yankees for the first time this year, which is kind of criminal. But I also don't mind it too much, because then at least you get to, like, cram those series close together.
That's a little cream on the coffee. That's the goal ticket right when you get a catcher. That can hit. He's a pure hitter. I feel like he can go to right field anytime that he wants. He feels like he's in trouble. Bomb, stay back. He can hit a line drive to right field. And that plays in the big league.
But yeah, we're getting ready for Red Sox Yankees. First pitch was scheduled for 7:05, so it was supposed to start about 15 minutes ago. But it was actually some pretty heavy rain in the Bronx. Actually, speaking of this, I gotta fucking switch this.
There isn't a lot of time in the day to keep your offensive skills sharp, right? You're in there.
We are not in the old Boston. We're in the Bronx.
There's a lot of preparation for the pitcher if you're a catcher.
Yeah, being a catcher sucks.
But yeah, there was a lot of rain in the Bronx, but it didn't last for too long, which is good. But it was very, very heavy rain, and
they spend so much time because nowadays
the tarp was on the field. Ended up delaying the game. We're gonna start at 7:30 now, so it's only gonna be about a 25-minute delay. Luckily, the delays that we've had this year really haven't been that long. I mean, there was like the hour delay that was like during one of the games against, I think, the Twins, but I wasn't live for that game. Really, we had that 30-minute delay against the Rangers, and then we had like well, that game I didn't end up actually fully streaming the entire game, but that was about a 25-minute delay. So yeah, the one a few weeks ago against the Orioles, but I guess that one was kind of more because it was postponed. But yeah, anyway, we're getting ready to go here. First pitch will be set for 7:30. Honestly, that rain delay, I'm kind of glad that it happened. It kind of helped me with some techie stuff. It gave me more time to be able to figure out some techie stuff, because I'm not watching the fucking Yankees broadcast, dude. Fuck that. With MLB TV, they have blackouts, and because this game is in the state of New York, I can't watch it, which fucking sucks. So the only way I'd be able to watch it would be on my cable box with the Yankees broadcast, and I'm not fucking doing that. So, I have my ways. I will not disclose those ways, but I know you guys aren't fucking stupid. You could figure it out.
It's just like, it's almost like the fish caught, they go, and the rapper was leaning, he was leaning.
I mean, you see that? They put Yankee Stadium in, so see, that's how short the porch would be at Yankee Stadium. So you do that over the next 3 days, you might get a few more home runs.
Just fly ball, hit it, fly balls right field, that's it.
That's why you love playing there.
The only downside is it's a little laggy. Not too bad, but a little.
You know, people don't realize how hard you got to work to hit a ball when you got to pull the ball. You really got to be out here. Hit the ball to right field, you can be here. It's just too much pulling.
No doubt about that, right? You got about all the power. And then tonight, for the Red Sox, it'll be Walker Buehler on the mound. He's never faced the Yankees in a regular season game, but he has faced the Yankees. Starting pitcher in Game 3 at Yankee Stadium, 5 shutout innings, and then they brought him in the 9th on 1 day's rest. final out was striking out Alex Verdugo to end the World Series, and the party was on for the Dodgers.
The way Doogie was looking at it, like, Doogie.
What's up, Daniel Barry?
That's a bad chance.
But yes, so yeah, the last time Walker Buehler is the starting pitcher tonight. The last time he was here, he was closing out the World Series. He was playing for the Dodgers.
That's pretty cool on the mound.
Last time he was at this stadium.
Here we go. But you think about the Dodgers, right? They win the second.
But yes, for the Red Sox tonight, the starting pitcher is Walker Buehler. He has a 4.44 ERA in 9 games played this year. Has 42 strikeouts and 46 2/3 innings pitched.
But this guy's your veteran.
For the New York fucking Yankees, the asshole fucking Yankees, the starting pitcher is god-awful. It's Will Warren. That's actually his name, Will Warren. He looks like a fucking loser, dude.
In just an inning and a third.
He has a 5.19 ERA in 12 games played this year. Has 69 strikeouts in 52 innings, so he sucks. So, you know, that's a very clear who the better pitcher is there. Starting lineup for the New York Yankees. Can we not do this? Trent Grisham leads off in center field. Aaron Judge bats second in right field. Cody Bellinger bats third in left field. Paul Goldschmidt bats fourth at first base. Jazz Chisholm Jr. bats fifth at third base. Jason Dominguez bats sixth at shortstop. Anthony Volpe bats seventh at, Jason Dominguez bats sixth at DH. Anthony Volpe bats seventh at shortstop. Austin Wells bats eighth at catcher. And DJ LeMahieu bats ninth at second base. For the visiting Boston Red Sox, Jarren Duran leads off in left field. Rafael Devers bats second at DH. Wilyer Abreu bats third in right field. Carlos Narvaez bats fourth at catcher. Abraham Toro bats fifth at first base. Marcelo Meyer starts sixth at third base. Fucking, why do I feel like I'm talking wrong? Abraham Toro starts fifth. You know what? We're gonna restart this. Jarren Duran leads off in left field. Rafael Devers bats second at DH. Wilyer Abreu bats third in right field. Carlos Narvaez bats fourth at catcher. Abraham Toro bats fifth at first base. Marcelo Meyer bats sixth at third base. Trevor Story bats seventh at shortstop. David Hamilton bats eighth at second base. And Ceddanne Rafaela bats ninth in center field. Yep, looking for a good night. Christian Campbell is on the bench tonight. No Romy starting. Romy's also on the bench, and Rob Refsnyder's on the bench. You decided to change your profile picture? I can see that. It looks nice. But yeah, I would otherwise have to be watching the Yankees broadcast right now, and I did for one stream last year. Luckily, I never have to do it too much because a lot of like Yankees Red Sox games are nationally televised. So luckily, that's not a situation I find myself in too much. But I'm just not fucking doing that anymore. Like,
this is one.
So I have my ways. I have my ways.
Baseball on NESN is brought to you by Nissan. Fuel your epic summer with a test drive at the Nissan Summer Sales Event. And by Plymouth Rock, the official auto and home insurance provider of the Boston Red Sox. Yankee Stadium, game number 1 of 3. First clash of these two rivals in 2025. Lou Maloney, Dave O'Brien, Jemai Webster with you. The weather has improved dramatically. In fact, it's become a very nice evening here in New York City.
Yep.
After some rain showers, pretty hard for a while. Game beginning roughly a half hour late, just another 4 or 5 minutes, with Walker Buehler on the bump. 4-3, a 4.44 ERA for Walker. We take a look at his iconic moment presented by Yuengling Traditional Lager. Last time he faced the Yankees, he struck out Alex Verdugo to close out the World Series last year for the Dodgers in Game 5 in the Bronx.
Last time he's been on this mile, a little curveball in the dirt.
Yeah, delayed a little bit here in the Bronx. About 25 minutes. Not that bad. Not that bad at all.
And about to celebrate a championship right there. He had an excellent World Series. He had a great curveball. You want to see more of that tonight and the rest of the season. But at that time, He was also throwing a little bit harder, although lately that velocity has amped up for him.
Yeah, you know, he has been, we've been seeing 94 to 96. Early on, it was 92, 93 before he went on that IL stint. So he's come back. He actually has kind of almost gotten rid of his cutter. Very minimal. It used to be his second most used pitch. Kind of throwing a slider more. But for him, it's about fastball location. There's been frustration from him on the mound, especially out in Atlanta where he got roughed up a little bit because he missed his spots. And when you miss your spot with your fastball, you run into some tough counts against a good lineup. He's going to need that location here today.
He will. Yankees are playing very well. They're 19-7 since the 6th of May. That's the best record in Major League Baseball. Right now, 5 games over Tampa Bay because Tampa Bay won earlier today. Rays are playing really good baseball. So are the Toronto Blue Jays. So those are the teams in front of the Sox in the standings. Red Sox at 9.5 back with the Orioles in the basement coming in. And the Yankees also a very good home team at 20-10. And of course, they have Aaron Judge, 21 homers, 50 runs batted in. I'm not sure it's been reported quite enough how close he is to hitting 400. It's the first week of June, and he's batting .392.
I mean, he is destroying this league right now. I mean, you know, when you look at where he ranks, right? He leads the league in batting average by 29 points. He leads the league in on-base percentage by 59 points, slugging by 110 points between the second-place guy. And OPS 203. Like, he's in first and everything, and nobody else is in his league. There's like another league going up. Like, this guy should get called up
Right.
to the next level. I just don't know what that level is.
I know it. And they are number 1 in run scoring in the American League. They're first in home runs. They're first in on base, slugging, OPS, total bases, walks, pretty much everything at this point. And the pitching's been, lately in particular, really good. Their starting rotation has been incredibly good. So they're going to be tough to beat this weekend.
Yeah, it's actually carried them. Their starters have been fantastic because offensively, you know, they're 7-3.
Yankees are leading the division.
3.5 runs a game.
I'm not afraid of them, though.
They're not exploding offensively like they were
They're a bunch of
earlier in the
fucking
year.
losers.
But their starting pitchers, even without Garrett Cole, which is amazing, right, has really turned it up and kind of carried them here really in the last month or so.
Rafi Devers was seen weeping in the corner of the dugout that he won't face Garrett Cole, who's done for the year, of course. But the Red Sox lineup brought to you by Plymouth Rock. At the very top, it'll be Jaron Duran, and Devers, Abreu, Narvaez, Toro, Myers, Story, Hamilton, and Cedar Rafaela, who has hit a home run in 3 consecutive games. Tucked that one barely fair down the right field line past the pesky pole the other day. 308 feet. Yes, it was cheap, but he'll take it. Taking on the Yankees starting pitcher, that is Will Warren, the right-hander, 3-3, 519 earned run average, coming off a really bad outing against the Dodgers.
Let's check out the Yankees defense across the infield. Josh Chisholm, he's going to be at third base with Volpe and LeMahieu up the middle. Paul Goldschmidt at first. In the outfield left to right is Bellinger, Grisham, and Judge with Austin Wells doing the catching.
Umpires tonight presented by M&T Bank. Mark Wegner will take care of home plate. Bruce Dreckman at first, Shane Livensparger at second, and Nate Tomlinson, the umpire, at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP is brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. And the weather, we're being told no more rain tonight.
Nice.
It says here, chance of showers. We're going to say it will not rain another
Chester.
drop the rest of the evening.
Fill it out.
Right now, 81 degrees. Cooled it off quite a bit, too. It was very muggy.
It's nice out here now. This kid Warren's going to challenge the Red Sox at some of the things they struggle at, right? He's got a good fastball that he loves to use, 4-seamer on top of the zone. This kid is second in the league in strikeouts per 9 innings. Just a few of the holes that the Red Sox lineup have, they have to close those up and try to get to this kid.
And 11.9 strikeouts per 9.
All right, so Duran's in. I have to get this all
First man
synced
to
up.
test it will be Jaron Duran at 274 with 4 home runs.
And off we go. After about a 27-minute delay.
The Yankees gets underway.
Long time, huh? Since we've seen this is it, first time. Doesn't feel right. Got to see him in April.
Much too deep into the season. Here's the 1-0. And in there for strikes is Wegner.
1-1 count.
Jared made an appearance today on MLB Network.
He did, did he?
Special guest. 1-1 coming.
That's where you want this fastball tapped down, right? Look for that one down. He just missed it at 95. But you mentioned this kid's really been throwing the ball well in May. You look at some of the numbers, but last outing, hitting in the third, give up 7 earns against the Dodgers. But before that, in the month of May, 5 starts, he was 2-1 with a 2.7. He was starting to figure it out and striking out a lot of guys.
And that'll be caught foul out of play by Jaron. Raffy Devers on deck. These two clubs met 13 times last year. Red Sox went 6-7 against New York.
Doing this dumbass fucking roll call.
And Warren with a 1-2. And pumps it in there for strike 3. For Seaver, 96 to catch Durant.
So Jarren Durant strikes out. That's out number 1.
Here, right? This is a fastball to attack. And right there, you're sitting something off. Change up or something. You were looking for something differently than that.
Well, you know you must be a pretty good hitter when you hear boos in Yankee Stadium as an opposing player. And Raffy just did 285 with 12 home runs. Been a while since he's hit a home run in 12 games.
Homerless streak. He's in the right spot for it.
Went for it there.
On
That's
1 count.
1-1. Abreu on deck.
Yeah, last couple of years. 26 games. 385, 9 home runs, 20 RBIs. 26 games. Now, Cole's not here. But still a lot of damage outside of Garrett Cole.
They'll pop this one up into center. And that's going to be out number 2.
Out number 2.
Abreu next.
And yeah, tomorrow night's game will actually start around this time. Tomorrow's game will start at 7:35, but that's not a delay. That's when it's scheduled to start. So,
Tonight, the Red
which is
Sox
weird. That doesn't happen much often anymore. The 7:35 starts.
over the next 21 or so games.
Back in the olden days,
Gonna see the
he started at that time.
as well, you
And the
take
playoff games will start at like 8.
Base is empty with 2 away. And the breaking ball sweeping in there. 1-1.
1-1 count to Willier.
A lot of movement, almost 20 inches of outside movement. Big swing and miss pitch. Really dangerous to righties.
Lawrence had some big strikeout games. Punched out 10 in a 5-2 win over Texas.
Take a look at Will Warren's pitching arsenal presented by W.B. Mason. Mentioned that sweeper and the 4-seamer. Big usage there, a lot of swing and miss in it. He's got the sinker to go with the 4-seamer, change up for sort of lefties. A little curveball he might mix in.
And
1-2.
that's strike 3.
Went with the heat to strike.
That'll end the first inning. That'll bring us to the bottom of the first.
And go 1-2-3.
From the Bronx, New York. Is that actually what this place is called? Bronx? Is that actually like the Bronx? Is that a thing? Or is that just like a county?
Got your back. Get your welcome offer and play with the sports book born in Vegas. All these seats. Really?
It's a borough.
New customer offer and bonus bets when you sign up now. BetMGM. Download and bet today. Down to the shore or up to the mountains. Before you can get there, you've got to get here. Your Ford dealer's Great American Sales Event with offers on select F-150 trucks with 3.9% financing for 72 months plus up to $2,000 bonus cash. So get the truck you've always wanted. Ford F-Series, including the F-150 and Super Duty. America's #1 selling trucks for 48 years straight. Now get employee pricing on a tariff-free Ford F-150 with 3.9% financing for 72 months plus $2,000 bonus cash.
Powerful, majestic, recreational. At Progressive, we treat your outdoor vehicles like the noble creatures they are. And when you bundle them with your home and auto, you can be sure they get the 24/7 protection they deserve. There you go. So they're always ready for your next adventure. Because that's just how we do it around here. Around these parts. Around them parts. It's just how we do it here.
Yankees lineup for game one. Grisham, Judge, and Bellinger go 1-2-3. Paul Goldschmidt, quite a resurgence for him. Chisholm's at third, but Dominguez, the DH, won't be at short. Austin Wells does the catching. DJ LeMahieu at second base. Red Sox went down in order in the first inning. Red Sox starting pitcher
It's a ball one. So Trent Grisham's in to hit. Walker Buehler's pitching. 4.44 ERA. We already talked about 9 starts this year.
Gave up 10 hits and 5 earned. And at times he
2-0 count.
106 pitches in that one.
Yeah, fastball location for him. You know, you got a guy, that a veteran's been around, not going to be intimidated with the environment.
He fires a strike on Grisham, a 239 hitter, but with some power at 13 homers.
Yeah, Buehler trying to do something. The Red Sox haven't done much up, right? Put a 0 up in the first. 6.47 ERA. These starters in the first inning.
Wave animus, that disappeared. 2-2.
Some bad numbers out of the gate, right? Like just as far as what are we attacking? Are we ready to go? Guys hit 317 in the first inning, 920 OPS. Find yourself trailing a lot in the first. It's been a big problem.
That was the case in the last one against the Angels. Red Sox gave up 4 in a heartbeat. Giolito got knocked all over the place. Red Sox battled back to get 5 in the bottom of the first inning. Made a game of it, eventually won it on the walk-off home run. It went 308. 2-2 moves it back in a full count. Judge on deck.
What do you think about that series, right? You're down 6 in game 1, you're down 4 in game 3. Right out of the gate, you were down 3 after 3, I believe, in game 2. Like you were trailing big in each and every game.
Payoff pitch.
Grisham really unlocked some things here for the Yankees, rather. He had under 200 the last couple of years, hit 239, but the 13 home runs already. And you know he plays great center field.
Full count of Trent Grisham.
Last year, 3-2.
And that'll be ball 4.
So Grisham on with ball 4. And Judge striding up to hit 392, 21 homers.
Check out the Sox defense presented by Bigelow Tea. Across the infield, you get a Marcelo Meyer at third base, restoring Hamilton up the middle, Abraham Toro back in first. In the outfield, left to right, it's Duran, Rafael, and Abreu with Carlos Narvaez doing the catching.
And the first one to Judge. Swinging a line.
Yeah, that's a fucking base hit. Aaron Judge. Dude is hitting 392 on the year. And I like Aaron Judge. You know, as you guys know, I hate the Yankees with my whole fucking every bone in my body. But I like Aaron Judge. You know, I like most of the players. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's just the fans, it's the team itself, it's the rivalry. You know, the players, most of them. There's a few of them that I fucking hate, like Garrett Cole, and you know. But like most of them are just chill dudes. You know?
Walker Grissom, the problem is all these guys are very dangerous hitters, especially in this ballpark.
Well, another one to red-hot Cody Bellinger, the left fielder. He will take a strike. 257, 9 homers. Former National League MVP back in 2019. Another strong pickup for the Yankees after they failed to sign Juan Soto this winter. And he'll line that one. That'll be caught by the league Story, and everybody gets back. Ball was tagged, but Story right there. Big first out.
It is kind of challenged with that fastball. That fastball is not hitting it, right?
Yeah, that's right. 310 against that.
Yeah, talking about locating that four-seam, even that sinker's been doing. Guys only hit 118 off the sinker.
2026 All-Star Game. NBA All-Star Game will be Team USA versus Team World. What?
Hitting
The fuck?
6 home runs.
Are you sure that's not like a preliminary game? Like one of like the
Buehler's 1-0. Line down to right field, not Bell.
because I know they usually do that, like Team USA versus World. Like, but that's usually like a preliminary game, or like usually the main All-Star game is like Team LeBron versus Team Steph or whatever, you know, or like East versus West.
They rolled that one foul. He had okay numbers with St. Louis last year. 22 homers, 65 runs batted in, but it looked like he was starting to fade.
Yeah, got some strange numbers. Only hitting 232 in this ballpark, 391 on the road. That is a huge difference.
He's been a great player. He's regained some of that this season, and that's going to be in there for strike 3. The slider. And sets down Goldschmidt, caught looking, and 2 down.
That's the main All-Star game. Really?
Walker's really gone to coming off the IL. You kind of look at it. The cutter is getting hit over 400.
Damn, yeah, no, you're right.
Pitch. He's kind of dropped the usage down, used this slider more, and that was a good one there. Maybe just off the Goldschmidt.
Chisholm with a big cut and a miss. 207, 8 home runs for Jazz Chisholm. Grisham at third, Judge at second. No score in the first inning. Fouled away, 0-2.
Take a look at Walker Buehler's pitching arsenal presented by Audi. Do we have enough space on the screen? Right, 7-pitch mix, mixing that 4-seamer. These are season averages. The cutter's down, the slider is up. Of course, sinker, knuckle curve. Sweeper's the only real swing and miss pitch he has to righties. And that changeup.
Buehler trying to get out of this in the 0-2. Swinging a fly ball.
And Jazz Chisholm gets that out to center field, and that's a fucking home run.
On the top of the fence, and it gets out of here. That is a home run.
God fucking damn it. Fuck you, Yankees, you fucking shit dicks.
Red Sox first inning problems on the mound come right back to Yankee Stadium. He was oh so close, 1 strike away from getting free of that.
Never fucking ends, does it? Never fucking ends, does it, Chester?
Out of here to make it 3-0.
Well, he almost got out of this, huh? This is curveball below, too, below the zone. We mentioned that's the pitch he ended the World Series on, but it was in the dirt. This one here was even below the zone. Chisholm goes down and gets it. So close to getting out of it. Now 3-run hole.
Dominguez, the DH. Will swing and miss. And the old saying is nothing good ever comes of a leadoff walk, right?
Yep.
Grisham drew the walk, Judge the double, but then he got the liner by Bellinger. Pretty much right at Story. He strikes out Goldschmidt.
So 0-2 count here to Jason Dominguez.
On Jazz Chisholm.
Goldschmidt was the big at-bat, just couldn't finish it off.
That's 1-2.
You know, you just played the Angels, right? A team that was second in the league in home runs. You got to keep the ball in the ballpark, right? Well, this team leads the American League in home runs. Now, they're a little more athletic than Ben in the past, but it's going to be about keeping them in the park. We're off to a good start here in the first.
Yankees, the #1 home run hitting team in the American League. 2-2 on the way. Line shot into right field. That'll settle out for a base hit. There's really not missing many bats here in the first inning. Walker Buehler. Even the out by Bellinger was hit right on the button, and he just slammed down a baseball. Walker did.
It's a slider down and in, but you know, soft. A lot of soft here, right? I mean, you had Chisholm 0-2. It's an 0-2 curveball. See them challenge more guys in the middle of counts with fastballs and just feel like teams sit soft.
No, come on. Don't do this. Come on, figure it out. There you go.
Under at first, 2 away. 2-0. So a long inning to to open the ball game for Walker Buehler. And Narvaez, the former Yankee, on to chat with him. 7 batters in here with Volpe, the hitter. No, we didn't show it. We didn't see it actually on camera, but while we were showing one of the replays, they tossed him a baseball and he fired it back toward the Red Sox dugout. Fired it on the ground, but he fired it
Damn.
in anger.
Yeah, that's not good.
Austin Wells, the catcher on deck. If he hits, that's 8 hitters in the first. And a fly ball, well struck to right. Racing back.
Dude, that's fucking ridiculous.
Anthony Volpe with a home run.
Dude, like, what?
Nothing Yankees.
Everybody was bitching about the Ceddanne Rafaela, like, shortest home run of the year.
With his 8th home run of the season. Second.
Like, the shortest fucking home run of the year. Everybody was giving Ceddanne Rafaela shit for that. That's one little tiny fucking part of the stadium. And he happened to hit it there. And it, like, immediately after that, it, like, shoots out to, like, super deep. This is the fucking joke of a stadium, dude. That was literally a fucking fly out to center field. To right center field. That was a fly out to right center field that went for a fucking home run. I don't want to hear a goddamn word about the fucking pesky pole. Like, I don't want to hear a fucking word.
It's been a while since we've seen the best of Walker Buehler. But the Red Sox did win 5 straight outings of his.
This shit fucking does suck, Andy.
The Red Sox were 16.
Waited through a rain delay for this. Wasn't that long, granted, but
Flare out to right field. Abreu has to play on the bounce. Another hit. Wells is on.
this is actually a fucking joke. This is a fucking joke. It's a fucking disappointment. And I know I deserve better. I fucking... Who watches their fucking sports team every night? Who the fuck actually cares enough to watch every game of their fucking sports team? Yeah, I don't watch every game, but I watch far more than most people. Most people watch when they're, like, fucking in the playoffs. I deserve better.
You're not going to give yourself a chance to win anything.
It's fucking stupid. And they need to get their fucking shit together. You call up fucking Roman Anthony.
Overall, 231. He's actually swinging a very good.
It's not fucking fun anymore.
He takes a strike.
Buehler's out here, you know. His stuff. Okay, and then his fastball's at 95. Nice little slider, cutter. Out of the gate, how are we tackling this guy? What's the game plan here? Do we have to adjust it? Your ERA is almost 7 runs in the first inning. We walk out of that bullpen. Do we know, how do we want to attack these guys?
I think you've answered that question.
Maybe adjust.
Runner will hold and a comebacker, and he'll bobble it a bit. But
I'll finally end the goddamn inning.
Is over, but another brutal start. 5-0 the Yankees already.
The first inning, man. These first inning fucking... We had it on Wednesday, too. The first inning... It's like every game now. Like, okay, sometimes, like, teams will be bad in, like, weird spots of the game. Like, there'll be bad first inning teams. But it's just every fucking game now. It's not fun anymore. It's not. Like, I don't want to have to fucking... Like, oh, I'm so excited to watch the game tonight. And then once the game starts, it's every goddamn time. It's just fighting from behind. It's can we get these fucking runs back, man. It's like the game starts and then it's over within like fucking 15 minutes. Oh, God.
You know I'm the one with the fiery takes here.
Boston has entered the chat live weekday mornings at 8 on NESN and streaming on NESN 360.
And you have the number 1 prospect in all of baseball who is down in AAA right now, hitting like a fucking god. Hitting like the fucking god. hitting bombs out of the fucking park. Fucking hitting amazing. A genuinely amazing baseball player who I know is going to succeed in the big leagues. Everyone's going to have their struggles, but he's not one of these fucking guys who's going to come up and struggle for a bit. He's going to come up and he's going to be great. And no, you're just fucking keeping him down there while we all fucking play with our penises up here and we fucking spit on our cocks and try to lick our foot or whatever. Just, what are we doing? I need a fucking beer, dude. I usually don't drink this early in the game, but Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, the first inning ERA for the Red Sox just went in the wrong direction, 7.06. It's the second worst in the majors. I give you one guess who's number one.
Colorado.
That is correct.
I mean, don't you have to sort of look at what our game plans are at this point?
Absolutely.
Your ERA is over 7 in the first inning. You've given up 6 runs, 4 runs.
And then you got these dipshits who were like, fire Alex Cora, fire Alex Cora. Fire fucking Craig Breslow! You fucking dipshits! Cora makes some dumb decisions, yeah. But he's my fucking manager. And he is one of the greatest managers I've ever seen in this game. Is he done dumb shit? Yeah. Does he make calls that make me want to fucking punch myself in the face? Yeah. But it's not on him. This shit is not on him.
0-2, 2 outs, Chisholm up.
It's not at all.
Pitch away from executing, 1 ground ball, fly ball away from getting out with nothing, and you got a 5 spot.
Not just tonight, though, as you point out. This is happening over and over again.
About to crash the fuck. Like, you think I'm crashing out right now. I kind of am. This is like the pent up, like, frustration coming out, but like, this is not a real crash out. You want to see me actually fucking crash out? Go back to that Grizzlies, the game against the Grizzlies a few months ago. I crashed out big time at the end of that.
And Will Warren home to the 2-2. Add to this, of course, the Yankee rotation has been really good over the last 20 games. They have a 279 earned run average, have only allowed 7 home runs.
I mean, came back in all those huge deficits. You're in it again, but
high fly ball, that's pretty well struck.
Dude.
Back on Grisham.
Okay.
He'll make the play. Judge came over 2 on the warning track. You don't want to run into him.
Grisham plays a very relaxed center field. That's how I would characterize it.
We couldn't fucking hit that out.
Smooth. I know last year was a couple of mistakes, and when you play like that, people start questioning effort. It's just who he is, how he plays, and he's very good up there.
One away, Toro next. Abraham playing first base tonight, hitting 5th, and batting .304. We started to touch on this earlier. The Red Sox tonight beginning this string of 21 games, including 6 against the Yankees, who are in first place, 3 against second place Toronto, and 3 against second place Tampa Bay. And then the Red Sox in between there are around west for their longest West Coast swing of the year. They're going to take on Seattle. They're in first place. Going to take on San Francisco, which has an excellent pitching staff. And at the end, it's a base hit.
There you go. Abraham Toro gets a base hit there.
The Angels, who you just lost 2 out of 3 against. So this is really a critical top of that 21 games to start to play better.
Yeah. You find yourself down and combined 18-0 in the first, second, and third inning of games. I don't care who you're playing, right? So you got to figure out coming out of the shoot here in the first inning and breaking the stash.
Yeah.
Get back to that.
Let's get back to seeing him on the field, which may be sooner than a lot of people think.
We keep talking about it. I think the report was that he used the word warp speed. Look at the stash.
Yeah, Alex Bregman's got a mustache now.
He's coming along, and he said he had a date in mind. He didn't want to give the date.
Fire with a pop-up. In a short left field, Chisholm is there to make the catch. 2 down.
I mean, the injury, I believe, is like a 10 to 12 week thing. I mean, it's a long time. So when you're talking about the trade deadline, August, first week.
Were you thinking before that, though?
Well, we always talk about him being like Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia would be looking for that All-Star break, right? Before and after, whatever. So day-to-day, see how it feels. But I think he's feeling really good for him.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't as bad as initially felt like the last time he did that 4 years ago. Trevor Story looking at his right. Red Sox have a man on. They're down 5-0 in the second.
Honestly, I thought Bregman would be back like initially when he got injured. I thought he would be back like probably around today was when he was going to return, but
hitting 7th. Had some great swings in the Atlanta series, but
clearly much worse than whatever I thought it was.
He struck out 4 times.
Well, continuing it. He had that one game. 2 for 4. It was a walk. There was a knock. I think line drive left center. Beautiful catch by Ward. So there's a couple of good swings in it. It's a good place for him, though. Maybe get it back to right center field.
Pitch on the way from Warren. And he will strike him out. And that's 3 in the book for the right-hander. 5-0 New York in the middle of the second.
You bought your Toyota because Toyota is the longest-lasting brand. You put your trust in Toyota's reputation for quality. Now put your trust in Toyota-trained certified technicians who install genuine Toyota parts to help keep your Toyota a Toyota. Get your Toyota ready for that adventure-filled summer road trip. See your New England Toyota dealer for affordable service offers. Trust the experts at Toyota Service Centers and keep your Toyota a Toyota.
Hi, I'm Wayne from WB Mason. I'm here to see Chef.
We're all set. We don't need any paper.
Wait! We get everything from them. WB Mason has it all. Smallwares, flatware, pizza boxes, plates, receipt paper, uniforms, everything.
And it's delivered the next day free with no minimum order. We sell cleaning supplies too.
Oh, fantastic. Because now we need a garbage can and some Bounty paper towels.
Who but WB Mason for your food service needs?
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and get access to over 1,000 airport lounges.
Already off to a bad start there, Jaden.
In your wallet.
You know Harbor Freight for affordability, but durability goes right along with it. You see, we test, and then we test again. Now, it's time for you to put us to the test. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Down to the shore or up to the mountains. Before you can get there, you've got to get here. Your Ford dealer's Great American Sales Event with offers on select Ford SUVs, including Bronco and Bronco Sport with standard GOAT modes, and Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. Now get employee pricing on a tariff-free Bronco with 3.9% financing for 72 months plus $2,000 bonus cash, only from your New England Ford dealers.
Red Sox behind 5-0 to the bottom half of the second inning. Lou Merlone, Dave O'Brien, and Jemai Webster with us as well. They're going to pack the place here tonight. Obviously, in the Bronx have been drawn about 43,000 a game. First man up, the swing, and a foul.
Here's Trent Grisham.
Who took a walk to begin the first inning. That was the first man to score against Walker Buehler, allowed 2 home runs. Chisholm with a 3-run shot, Volpe with a 2-run homer. One ugly start for Walker. Facing the
Jaden, yeah, you missed a crash out. Well, a kind of a crash out.
for the Dodgers last October.
That's a record against AL East teams. 10 games, 9 career starts. He's 4-1 with a 1.33 against AL East. Obviously, that ERA going up here after that.
No.
444 to 529. One and two to count on Grisham. 2-2 a miss. Judge on deck. He doubled his first time up. 3-2. Already 38 pitches for Walker. Garrett Crochet going tomorrow night in game 2, and this one's going to be popped up right over second base. Trevor Story there. One down. Man, does he need a quick inning. Coors Light beating the pressure. Aaron Judge this season is ranks in the American League. Hard to believe he's second in anything. Cal Raleigh of Seattle is 24 home runs.
He's been going crazy. You mentioned the open. Some of these, he's in first place and it's not even close. OPS, he's over 200 points higher than Raleigh. Man, it's off the charts. Slugging percentage, 110 points higher than the guys in second. You up and down. It's not even close.
172 total bases, fifth most by a Yankee through 61 games. Trailing, get this, Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, and Lou Gehrig.
Okay.
Babe a couple of times on that list. Swung on and missed here, and it's 1-2.
That's where you got to live against him. You got to get him to kind of get him in a fastball mode and then get that slider down away. If it's going to be a heater, it's got that hole. It's got to be up and in.
One away. 2-2. Judge has actually gone 4 games without a home run. And Narvaez will come on for a chat.
There must be miscommunication how they want to attack. Where they want to go. They want that slider off the plate again. You want to run a full two-seamer up and in. What those two are talking about.
Bellinger on deck. And that'll drop down to the left field for his second hit tonight. He'll settle for the single. He's 2 for 2. And 6 hits already for the Yankees in the first couple of innings off Buehler.
Yeah, I'll take this all day. Good. You know, take your little single. To be honest with you, I'd walk him 12 times in this series. Every time he steps up to the plate, he's trying to hit the ball to the moon. Right? He's trying to put a point in the board. Like, 5-0, you're going to go after him. I get it, but
There's Cody Bellinger. 0 for 1 tonight.
couple of days,
Another guy I'm very disappointed is on this team.
Bellinger 0 for 1, although he hit the ball very hard, line to short first inning. In the first inning, he's 0 for 1. Goldschmidt on deck.
Former MVP Cody Bellinger.
They'll be through there for a strike. We mentioned that Tampa Bay won earlier today. They beat the Marlins 4-3. I got a chance to watch some of that game. That team is playing really good baseball, Tampa Bay. And they play so fundamentally sound. They make plays, they execute pitches, they move guys over.
they throw strikes, they attack hitters, and they play defense.
Sure do.
Don't try to trick anyone.
Not like they're overloaded with talent, but play the game right. That one ripped foul. Mentioned Bellinger was another smart pickup by New York. Former MVP. His dad played for the Yankees. There goes Judge, and it swung on.
That's strike 3. Strike 3, so Cody Bellinger gets out, strikes out.
As Bellinger strikes out, 2 gone.
Good change up here from Walker. Judge got such a big job. I mean, Walker, when he doesn't do slide step at all, that that leg kick. It's big, it's slow, and Narvaez does the right thing, just trying to catch it. If there's no swing, maybe show it to the umpire to get the call and strike.
Judge picking up the stolen base hammer. Nice play by Meyer. He's up and gunning. Skip the
Oh, wow. Great fucking play, guys.
save. Judge back to third.
Great play, guys. I don't even know who that was on. It just didn't, it doesn't matter because it didn't fucking work.
Red Sox commit the first error.
Yeah, this was a nice play.
You know, we have led the league, the majors. We've led the majors in errors the past 3 seasons. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that? Did you know that?
Meyer maybe take a little half a step. It was hit so hard. Goldschmidt doesn't run. Maybe gather yourself rather than trying to just flip it right here. Set your feet. Make a good strong throw. Which let you have your first baseman pick that ball.
Yeah.
Jazz Chisholm homer on the 3-run shot to first as runners at first and third, 2 down.
From the highest of highs yesterday to the lowest of lows today. Yeah, and that wasn't even my team yesterday. I don't even fucking care about either of those goddamn teams. It didn't make a difference to me who won. But it was just an amazing game. One of my favorite games I've ever watched. You know? Went to bed real happy. And now, here we are. We've had a 25-minute rain delay. And I was like really looking forward to this game to get started. And then it did. And fucking here we are.
Line drive and a fair ball down the right field line. That'll chase in Judge. Goldschmidt chugs into third and stops there. Chisholm already having a big night. He's got 4 RBIs, 6-0 New York.
Yeah, he's been good too since he's come back. His 4th game now since off the IL, a little oblique. Now 7 for 13. This is his 4th game, just too high for Toro to get to. Or he's just getting it into second base.
So turning into another long inning for Walker Buehler.
Maybe, just maybe take him out of the game. I don't know.
His 3rd visit.
If you want to keep freezing, I genuinely don't care at this point.
Red Sox
I would welcome that, actually.
3rd for Dominguez, who singled. And he was aboard with Volpe.
Maybe we could have like a power outage and then I don't have to watch the rest of this game.
2 down, runner at first on the move. No throw by Narvaez. Chisholm safely into second with another stolen base. That's 2 in the inning for the Yankees, who do not run that much.
Yeah, no chance. You mentioned not only is it the knee coming up, when that foot kicks out, it's a slow delivery to the plate. If there's no slide step, you can run on it all day.
No ground ball foul, 1-1.
1-1 count. All right, bro.
Dominguez, a rookie, he will take a walk. Tied for first among American League rookies with 25 of them. Second and third. Ball and 2 strikes. And Buehler with a 1-2 offering.
2-2 count.
So Walker with a real labor in the first inning. Here in the second inning, he's at 25 pitches as well. Follow that one all the way into the mid. Now 3-2. Volpe would be next.
60th pitch here.
And he will take ball 4. So that'll load him up. For Volpe, who hammered a 2-run homer in the first.
You finally you get an off day yesterday, right? And you're like, okay, give me some length here, give me 6. Crochet tomorrow and give this bullpen a little bit of a break. And it's like right away following an off day. It's going to be high usage bullpen
again, right?
Can't avoid that. Checks the first one for strike one. Some movement there as Zach Kelly is starting to get loose.
Zach Kelly is starting to get loose.
Nowhere near thrown. 2 down, bases are filled up for the Yankees.
If you're walking, you got to get this guy, right?
Dude, stop with the fucking.
Been around a while. It's 6-0. It's early, but 8-9. Not too many of those.
2 balls, 1 strike. Each game in this series will be a night game. 2-1. He looks at strike.
2-2.
2-2. Pitch number 65 coming up.
Slider heavy too, 65.
Little number toward first foul ball as he hung in there on the breaking ball.
Another slider from Walker. 27 sliders. 9 changeups. 7 four-seam fastballs.
Oh my god. Fucking hit by pitch to force in a goddamn run.
Goldschmidt will score as Volpe.
Is he good?
Behind the hard way to make it 7-0 New York.
Volpe looks like he's in pain. Is he good?
This is pretty gruesome.
I think he's alright.
At first I thought maybe this got him in that elbow, no elbow guard, but it looked more like he's worrying about the wrist.
Are you really doing asshole chants to Walker Buehler?
He's struggling to find it right now.
Been reading his face.
Is he good? Alright, no, that's not good. Volpe's definitely in some pain. Oh, that hit him right on the elbow.
Zach Kelly now beginning to warm up with some intensity in the Red Sox bullpen. Bases reloaded.
Look at that wrist area. This is what I'm talking about here, right? This is how Walker's attacked him now. It's 2 innings into the game. 42% slider, 15 changeup, sinker four-seamer down there.
I preferred this game when the tarp was on the field, me
You
too.
know, this is a team that can hit the fastball. You know, slugging percentage, I get it. But he just, you know, he's gotten away from it here. And then again, location. He's thrown a ton of sliders. Somewhat of a strike percentage.
They could come back. You're right. You're right, Dom. They definitely could.
I feel like once you get ahead,
They very much definitely could.
it counts. I feel like teams
Is
get
Volpe going to be alright? He's
Against the Red Sox.
100%.
Yes.
he's staying in. It's good.
I think you're right.
I mean, that Jazz Chisholm 0-2 curveball, that thing was about, what, 8 inches below the plate? You can say it's a good location, it's a good pitch. But when you know you're not going to throw a fastball at me with 2 strikes,
Hit the funny bone.
Hit a good breaking ball pitch and still put a good swing on it.
It's become very well known around the league.
It always sucks when you get
Austin
hit
Wells
there.
now with the bases loaded up again, 7-0. Wells 1 for 1 with a base hit, shattered back, a little pop-up. Story trying to get there, makes a tumbling catch on it, and he hangs on to retire the side.
They fucking retired the side.
But 2 more runs in, busted bat. Story reacted.
But you know what?
Round number 3.
You know what, y'all? It's all okay.
Oh, they got it all.
Because at the end of the day, it's just a game. And we're all just here to have fun.
And the overs. I mean, look.
There's the missing part, though. There's the part that I'm not having very much fucking fun!
The batter's stepping up to the plate. I got him in. Okay, now quit yapping about live betting while I'm live betting.
You bet. With a stacked lineup of baseball bets, DraftKings is your home for live betting this season. We get you. So we got that. New customers.
Turn $5 into 300.
You have to be an actual fucking idiot to be a sports fan. Like, you have to, like, hate yourself.
Onboard Wi-Fi that goes wherever you go. How it should be. The Hyundai Elantra. Now, for a limited time, get 2.99% APR.
Sometimes I wish I was a casual. Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Local Hyundai dealer today. Hey, look at that. They got one of DirecTV's
Me too.
genre packs. I think you mean
You got these pigeons here
Yeah, that's what I said. Now they can
in
pay
this
less
fucking
and
DirecTV
just the TV they
commercial.
want. Pick
I think they're having a better time than I am.
the TV they want. Yeah, now you're getting the picture. I give up.
This summer, make KFC your go-to pit stop for $7 Phillips. 4 boxes that turn hunger into a victory lap. Alright, I'm back. Phillips 4 ways at KFC and see F1 the movie in theaters June 27. Rated PG-13.
We were torn apart at birth.
That's dramatic. This is the story of the best.
See, I wish that I could just, like...
How's it feel to be so?
I wish I was just a Dodgers fan.
That's it. Irresistible. Uncrustables are the best part of the sandwich. Advil Targeted Relief. The only topical pain reliever with 4 powerful pain-fighting ingredients.
Imagine how great it would be to be a Dodger fan right now, man. You got Mookie. I'd have Mookie. Like, I should have just left the Red Sox fandom when Mookie left.
In front 7-0, top of the third inning. That's before David Hamilton even comes up to bat out of the 8th spot against Will Warren. 7 runs, 7 hits for New York.
I should have just been a player fan.
From Abraham Toro. Hamilton at second base.
You're better than that? I am.
203 with a pair of home runs.
But it would have saved me from a lot of stress. You know, I don't even care that this shit keeps freezing. It doesn't even fucking matter, dude. What am I missing? Like...
You're in a tough spot too, right? Your pitch has gone 33, 34 pitches back to back, down 7-0. You got to take the first pitch, right? And now you try to get into an at bat because he's out there trying to get a 12-pitch inning and get out of here.
Kelly working like he's about to enter the fray.
Zach Kelly's up in the bullpen. I would have definitely assumed that he would be coming in to pitch the next inning. Because I think it'd be very, very dumb for Walker Buehler to pitch the next inning. I don't think that would be a very good decision.
As the Red Sox got back into that game quickly. It was back and forth the rest of the day before the game winner. Yankees are a different animal. Especially the way they have been pitching. 2-2 on Hamilton.
That's a full count. Or that's fucking strikeout. Come on.
1 man away in the Red Sox third. Time to...
Alright, we're gonna figure this shit out.
Who's been cool as a cucumber, presented by Grillo's Pickles. Find us chilling in the refrigerated section. Cedar Rafaela with an 8-game hitting streak, batting .412. The home run.
Alright, just gonna give that a nice little refresh. Maybe that'll...
He's looked up more under control in the box.
Loops that one toward right, swinging at the first pitch. LeMahieu will track that.
It'll be out number 2.
And then he chases the same area. But he has looked better. They're really talking to him, showing him some numbers about like pulling the baseball. And what the numbers are like. It's dangerous because you got a guy that will chase, but it's not about. It's really more about swing pattern, trying to keep the barrel above, be short of the ball, make contact out front, pull side. And it's been a nice 8-game run here for him.
Walk-off home run on Wednesday went .308, the shortest walk-off home run in the StatCast era, which is since 2015.
Strike 1 to Jarren Duran.
Batting stats presented by your local Honda dealers.
Jarren got it right out in Fenway Park.
Bro, who the fuck, like, they made this song about Mo Bamba. And, like, he's not even good. They made the song Mo Bamba, and Mo Bamba fucking sucks, dude. I've, like, watched games that he's been in. He sucks.
Really isn't. You know, he stays up the middle. Some of the numbers here at Yankee Stadium show that. 17 games, 190 he has hit here in this ballpark.
1-1 foul back. He had a really good series against the Angels. 6 for 13.
Yeah.
He's on base 8 times.
Isn't he like? I don't even think he's playing in the NBA anymore. I think he's playing in like fucking like Afghanistan or some shit.
But when he comes here, does he think pull side because of it's reversed, shallow right? The numbers show it. 290, no home runs, 1 RBI in 17 games in this ballpark. Stay up the middle.
He's on the Pelicans. Damn.
314 down the right field line with a short porch. Where it really takes off at Yankee Stadium is right center. It's almost like there's a wind tunnel out there. Back toward that bullpen, the Yankee bullpen. Warren's 1-2, cut on and missed. He can really be a nasty guy out there. He strikes out 2 in the inning.
Depend keeps you drier than ever. So you can say yes to more than ever. Yes, yes, yes. No. Depend. The only thing stronger than us is you. You have something none of us have.
Audiences get How to Train Your Dragon NA. It's the cinematic ride of the summer. How to Train Your Dragon. You ready? In theaters June 13th. Rated PG.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Hyundai.
How to Train Your Dragon is a very stupid movie plot. Like, that's useful to so few people.
From the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand.
Like, a dragon training tutorial is maybe useful to, like maybe Hagrid, and that's it. There's not many people who are going to be, you know, needing that tutorial.
Car's not on empty first, before going through the drive-thru. I forgot to fill up. So check Allstate first and save when you click or call. Thank you.
So BuyForNow.com call to the bullpen says Zach Kelly will make an appearance after just 2 innings tonight. That's as long as Walker Buehler goes, as he allows 7 runs, 5 of those earned. Kelly with a 7.62 ERA.
Zach's going to get in here. He's going to ask for him to probably give you a couple. You're going to see Guerrero in this one. Criswell had a day off. He only threw 25 pitches. He's going to have to give you some length as well.
So last half of the 3rd inning. And DJ LeMahieu, the hitter, he's 0 for 1. Yankees are averaging 42,000 fans a game. It's their highest average attendance through 29 dates in over a decade. So they've got their fans excited. It's the highest home attendance in the American League, trailing only the That's a strike. Grisham on deck, and then Judge, who's 2 for 2 tonight.
A couple innings here for Kelly. Hopefully gets settled in find the strike zone, let your stuff play, attack hitters, get a good fastball.
And Kelly home with a 2-2.
There you go.
And down he goes hacking. LeMahieu fans one away.
Down number
He
one.
tosses it down to Jemai Webster.
Thank you very much, Dave. A lot of talk, a lot of interest in Carlos Narvaez here in the Bronx. He spent 9 years in this organization before he was traded.
He was here for 9 years.
This past offseason, and Yankees manager Aaron Boone, was asked about him earlier today. He said, "I love the player, love the person. He's a really talented catcher." Boone was also asked about his offense. Was he surprised by that? He said, "Well, I didn't see him hitting fourth, being this good, this early. Maybe this caught him off guard a little bit, but he's not surprised that he's having the success." He said, "No doubt in my mind, when we had him, he was a big league player. He's certainly been that and more for the Red Sox." Initially, guys, if you might remember, he was just going to catch a couple times a week, but when Connor Wong went down,
Sorrow Hoppy's got some pop. Kirk's playing well up in Toronto, but just to be in the consideration says a lot.
Rattle toward
Yeah, that'll be grounded for out number 2.
Will collect that and set down Grisham. 2 up and 2 down. Judge is next. I think it's surprised Carlos a little bit. Somebody asked him before the game, what were your expectations coming to the Red Sox? He said, "I didn't think I'd be hitting fourth in the lineup coming back to Yankee Stadium."
Well, nobody did, right? I don't think Cora did. It's out of necessity, out of need. He should probably still be hitting 6th or 7th in a deep lineup.
Judge will take a strike.
Right? But
Strike to Aaron Judge.
Some injuries, corners, it is what it is. Other guys, you're not swinging it, so you're putting guys. That's why you see Toro. He's been up there before, too.
Judge a double and a single. He has scored 2 times and stolen a base. He's now hitting .397.
You think about the depth, too. I know they got Austin Wells, a fantastic rookie year, but they got to look at this kid Escara, the backup catcher. They love him. And Boney loves him. They were deep at that position, so they moved Narvaez. Red Sox benefit.
2-1 count to Aaron Judge. Hitting fucking .397 on the year.
2 down, nobody aboard for the Yankees here in the last.
Like, that's like...
They lead at 7-0. He went for the down.
Like, they talk... I hear a lot of shit about, like, video game numbers. People say that shit too much. They're like, he's got video game numbers. Aaron Judge might actually have, like, video game numbers. I'm not talking, like... You know,
done a pretty good job against him over the years at Fenway.
like some people put all their sliders up and like on beginner mode in Road to the Show and hit like 900 home runs in like 2 games. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking like franchise mode on veteran hitting. Like you'll have like a few guys who are hitting like above 360.
at BetMGM, everyone gets a welcome offer. So whether you're courtside trying to hit the over or up here trying to hit the under,
Can you stop?
hitting that well with your crew. LC defense, all the way up here for the same game parlay. BetMGM's got your back. Get your welcome offer and play with the sportsbook born in Vegas. All these seats.
Really? Get up to a $1,500 new customer offer and bonus bets when you sign up now. BetMGM. Download and bet today.
At Nesson, we believe every child deserves a safe space to play, but we need your help. Team up with Nesson to help build a new playground in Worcester. The kids inspired the design.
Playground that keeps us moving and a lot of things that we can do on. A playground with a seesaw, a rock climbing wall.
And together, we can make their dreams a reality. Make a difference today at Nesson.com/playground.
Let's fish! The Mad Fisherman is reeling in the biggest fish and the best New England has to offer. Catch Charlie Moore Outdoors, Sundays on Nesson, presented by Obashan Hardware, Subaru of New England, and Eastern Propane and Oil. Don't miss the next episode of 310 to Left, the podcast with an inside edge from people who cover the game and inside perspective from those who played. 310 to Left on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Presented by Ford, the official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Monday, Marcelo Meyer. Junior Caminero. Rising stars. Rising stakes. Baseball's next generation steps up to the plate at Fenway Park in an AL East showdown. Series coverage begins Monday at 6, only on NESN. Catch even more coverage throughout the series with Red Sox Unobstructed View, Red Sox Batting Practice, and Red Sox Multi-View on NESN Plus and NESN 360.
Today's storylines presented by FanDuel, and for Rafi to get 2 or more RBI or score 2 or more runs. He is 0 for 1 with a pop to second tonight. On to the 4th inning, 7-0 New York. Remember, Volpe got drilled by a pitch. The shortstop is out of the game. Peraza on for him. So 1 change for New York. And he'll hit the 7th spot. Rafi trailing Pete Alonso, the Mets by 1 RBI for the Major League lead. 54.
2-1 count.
He's got 54. I was looking at it. Judge has 50. I was thinking, okay, the goal is for Devers to still be leading. Well, he got out of New York, right? Well, they got 7 on the board. Judge doesn't have an RBI. Figured if you calm Judge down or get a better weekend, you'd be all right.
Yeah. Ground ball right at LeMahieu at second.
John number 1.
Rafi's 0 for 2. 1 down in the 4th inning in front of Abreu. Red Sox facing a guy at Warren with a 5.19 ERA. But he's actually been...
Dude, stop fucking...
Better than that in a lot of his starts. He made the Yankees opening day roster because of injuries to Garrett Cole and Luis Gil. Been up and down, but when he's been on, this one popped up to the right side. And Goldschmidt will make the catch. Abreu retired. He's 0 for 2.
Well, done a nice job, no matter who it is, right? Gil, Cole, and next thing you know, it's Warren, Schmidt, and keeping him in ball games. Fried's been fantastic. Rodon. Keep coming at you with it.
Narvaez 0 for 1. He's flat out to right. Garrett Cole done for the season. When a lot of people saw that happen, in fact, the injuries to both Cole and Gil before the season got underway, the top 2 starters, they started to write, well, the Yankees aren't going to win the division. They may scuffle to make the playoffs. And they started to pick the Sox to be the first place team in the American League East.
Well, they turned some things around. Again, helped Fried out. It helped Brian Yarbrough. You see him tomorrow. He's throwing the ball well. Rodon. Guys get better.
2 down, 2-0 pitch. Tough to manage in Boston, tough to manage in New York. Aaron Boone and Alex Cora happen to be good friends. They both know how hard it is in both of their particular markets with these, storied franchises. But Boone's done a nice job.
Yeah. Both teams here in New York. When you mentioned when Cole was out, Hill was out, you're like, wow, pitching. And then even the Mets, you said, great. You got Soto, but you didn't really go out and get a rotation. And both teams have thrown the ball really well out of that rotation. Reasons why they are where they are. This line of 2, though, in this ballpark or any ballpark, they're just launching.
3-2, and he's going to take a walk. So Carlos Narvaez works ball 4 here against Warren. Becomes just the 2nd Red Sox base runner tonight. Toro next.
Celebrate Pride Night, Monday, June 9th at Fenway. Score a ticket through this special offer. Get exclusive Pride-themed Sox hat. You can come early for the Pride Party in the park. Visit redsox.com/pride to join the celebration.
Abraham 1 for 1 has the only Red Sox hit so far against Will Warren.
You got to get guys on against this guy. Warren's got some crazy numbers. Nobody on. Guys hit 190 off. Men on from the stretch, 329. Second base runner you had. Whether it's just not comfortable from the stretch, I don't know.
This will be popped up in a short.
And that'll bring us to the bottom of the 4th inning.
To retire the side. A walk and one left in the Red
From
Sox
the Bronx in New York.
One swing, one roll, one moment that changes everything. The Travelers Championship. Don't just see it, feel it. See Scotty Scheffler, Rory McIlroy, Xander Schauffele, Ludwig Oberg, Victor Hovland, and more of the best at the Northeast's one and only PGA Tour signature event. For tickets and where to tune in,
And the 0-1 from Kelly. Bellinger's dad, Clay, played for the Yankees. He was a big leaguer, and he coached his son's Chandler, Arizona team in the 2007 Little League World Series.
I like that. Giving some utility love. Played against his dad. Good player.
So they make the father-son list. These big leaguers 0-2. And he checked.
Cody's really picked it up. You know, those first 29 games, he's hitting $196 with 3 homers here in New York. You know how that is, right? Bad start in New York after a month. Not good. But his last 27, 317, 6 homers. Now, he's the protection to Judge. I'd still rather pitch to him.
1-2 count to Cody Bellinger.
Rope to right.
That's a fucking base hit. And he bobbled it.
He was trying for 2 anyway. He will slide in with a double. Billiard did not initially handle it cleanly, but it is a 2-base hit.
Went down and got it. Good sweeper. 1-2, right? Great ball. Down and in, not a bad pitch, but breaking ball. Little bobble, he's gonna get a double anyways on that.
Goldschmidt with 6 home runs. He eyes a strike. Tomorrow night, the game begins a little later, and it'll be on Fox. Sunday night's on ESPN. Big swing and a foul tip to the mid. And that's a Garrett Crochet night. Big fella going in 5-4 with a 1.98 ERA. Ryan Yarbrough, his opponent, the left-hander, he's 3-0 with a 2.83. Runs could be very, very tough for both sides tomorrow night. A little bounding ball and a nice lunging play. Kelly, he'll flip on to get him. Runner advancing down to third is Bellinger with one away.
Good fastball. Fastball for a strike. Fastball by him. Another fastball off the end. Awkward swing from Goldschmidt. First out of the inning. Got 97, 98 in the tank.
Infield in for Sox here. Chisholm's already off to a great start. He has driven in 4 runs. 3-run homer and a run-scoring single. And he's got a man at third with 1 away, so he can make it out and get another RBI.
Good Haas is coming off that IL.
Man gone, and he'll look at the strike. He weighed in on whether Rafi Devers should pick up a glove or not, because he's moved around positionally from second to third, back to second since the Yankees have gotten him. And he said Rafi was promised the DA spot. I believe if you're promised a position, that's where you play. You can't go back on it.
I would definitely agree with that.
That's what he said.
Of course you can. This kid's played center field. He's played second base. Now he's playing third base. He's moved it all around. And no disrespect, he's not Devers. So he goes around and he plays anywhere, right? Because he's trying to play in this league for a long time.
1-1 on the way. Fouls it away. I can understand someone asking him about it.
Yeah.
He also said my situation is very different from Rafi's.
Oh, good. Glad he said that. Because, you know, again, like whether Devers ends up there or next year or whenever it is, but they didn't go back on him. Everybody got hurt. You know, like things change. This is a very fluid game. Guys go down, looking for people to fill in.
Totally right. 1-2 pitch. And he'll get a piece of that. I said Tristan Casas on crutches today. Down in the dugout.
To be honest with you, the Devers thing at first base now really comes down to, like, you know, once you lost Bregman, you can put him over there. What if he's like Josh Smith and runs into a guy like Romy Gonzalez? What if he reaches for a ball down the line? Now I'm almost at the point where there's a 2% chance of getting hurt. You can't lose him. Imagine this lineup without him.
1-2 pitch. And a little trickler foul to stay alive.
I get it, but just imagine that for a minute. Something happens.
And I would rather not. Runner at third, infield tugged in, and a 1-2 pitch to Chisholm. Back away. 2-2.
I'd like to see what he does with an elevated 98. You know, 2-2 count. Break balls.
And a wave and a miss. Down he goes for strike 3. That was a changeup to get him. And struck him out. Runner holds at third, and now 2 away.
You know, Kelly's got some great stuff. You see the downward action here in his changeup. It is filthy, especially when he plays it off the 98. It's just that he's rarely playing that game anymore. Like 98 on top of his own changeup down. It's cutter sweeper, a ton of it, right?
Dominguez, a base hit and a walk. Fouls that one away. It was part of their 5-run first inning when they jumped on Walker Buehler. Pair of home runs for the Yankees in that first frame. Added 2 more runs in the second. Got a runner at third here at Bellinger with 2 down in the fourth. 97. Tampa Bay beating Miami earlier today 4-3. Toronto trails Minnesota 3-0 in the third. double, but now 2 down as he stands at third base. Zach Kelly trying to prevent another run from scoring here. The 2-1 to Dominguez. Right through it. Even up 2-2. Leonard Dobbins will pitch on Sunday night at 7:10 against Carlos Rodon, the tough lefty, who is 8-3 at 2.49 ERA. The Sox are back home against Tampa Bay on Monday at Fenway. Three and two.
Dobbins would be interesting on Sunday. You know, that last outing he had, right, he's going Sunday against the Yankees here. And the Angels, when he came in late, all these right-handers, and that fastball slider is a great combo. Still trying to figure out lefties, right? And he's going to attack some lefties here in this lineup. That new slider he has is going to help.
Swing and a miss, just blow him away there. Good cutter to strike him out. Dominguez fans. Runner stranded at third, still 7-0.
I'm not having very fun watching my baseball team tonight. Red Sox trailing here at Yankee Stadium 7-0. As we move to the top half of inning number 5, Marcelo Myers 0 for 1. With an error tonight, he is also struggling to find a good stroke here lately. 6 for 33 at the big league level. Here's Marcelo Meyer. Still looking on that first home run.
Inviting porch in right field, and dimension of only 314 feet down the right field line is a lefty hitter. So maybe this is the spot he begins to figure it out. With a 1-1 from Will Warren.
Oh, is that it? Is that it? Yep, there you go, Marcelo.
Marcelo Meyer for the first time in his major league career. And he does it at Yankee Stadium. To put the Red Sox on the scoreboard.
Boy, that's a beautiful swing, isn't it? Number 1.
First home run of your career here at Yankee Stadium. Just a pretty swing. He gets in a good count. Doesn't try
That's
to
what I'm
do
talking
too much
about.
with this little fastball from Warren. He's got a good one.
I wouldn't be doing lights right now, but it's his first career home run. So, I feel like it earns it.
One thing that people forget about rookies, they've never
First
seen
career home run.
throw before. Sure. Right? So they're getting them all for the first time. That's part of the experience. Face the same guys 2-3 times. You feel more comfortable. Took him one at bat.
Marcelo Myers, first career home run, comes at Yankee Stadium. Yeah, I would not be doing lights for that, but it's his first career home run.
Here's Trevor Story.
He deserves it.
Trevor with a high fly to right field, but room for Judge.
And that'll be out number 1.
Shy of the track, he puts that away.
It's just a sweet, smooth left-handed swing, right? This is just a good fastball for Moore. He's got a good one. It's down a little bit. We're talking about attacking, hunting down, not let her high. Such a smooth swing. Something about lefties. They always look prettier than our right-handed.
Always do.
We're out here like swinging it and fighting to get out of the box, and we're tripping at the plate and trying to get the first. These guys, they just Junior, Chipper, like they're all the lefties.
Right out of a test tube, you know.
Will Clark.
Oh. Ted Williams.
Yeah. I mean, look at the swing. It's just perfect. Loads up, body stops, hands come flying through the hips. It's a big kid. We mentioned at 6'3". There's still some muscle to add to that frame as well. And this is what you're going to see from kids like, and you saw from Campbell in the month of April, right? The potential's there, right? It takes a while. This is a very difficult league. Not every rookie comes up. Narvaez has been fantastic in May. And you got to see Campbell, what his May looked like.
And for strike on Hamilton, I don't care what anybody says. That's extra sweet because it happened here.
Yeah.
That first major league home run as a member of the Red Sox to occur at Angelo Stadium. I don't care what the score is.
Really?
At least for that one instance, you know?
Yeah. And you know what? If I'm him, I'm calling this my first RBI too. The walk with the bases loaded. I don't want that one. I want this one.
Roll that one back. Yeah.
I just launched at Yankee Stadium. 7-1. I tell you that if you're going to do something, you're going to put on a couple more runs here to try to make this thing interesting.
That's going to be pumped in there for a strike, and Hamilton will take a seat for the second time tonight. A strikeout victim, 2-way. Inning 5 is powered by Salem 5 Bank. Red Sox getting on the scoreboard, 7-1. Red Sox have struck out 6 times in the game. Cedar Rafaela 0 for 1 with a pop to second. And across for a strike from Warren. Jared Duran on deck. And a fly ball, routine play center field for Grisham. Makes the catch, that is all. But Marcelo Meyer with a moment. His first major league home run. And he does it inside the stadium. Sox baseball on NESN brought to you by Sullivan Tire Auto Service, celebrating 70 years in business. And fueled by the Friendly Toast, New England's favorite all-day brunch and bar.
Oh, the good old days.
Indeed.
Oh, boy.
Checking A-Rod.
That was a moment, wasn't it? I thought he's going to lift him. I thought he was going to get him off his feet.
It's a big guy.
And that is a strong man right there, the captain. Just kind of shows you how big A-Rod is. He's a big boy.
Kid. Peraza will lead things off. Red Sox on the scoreboard anyway, and a home run by Meyer. And everyday Bernie on the mound. Bernardino's 29th appearance with a 1.82 ERA. Peraza came on when Volpe was hit by a pitch. Later stayed in the game, but had to come out eventually. So Peraza, Wells, and LeMahieu 7, 8, 9 for the Yankees at the midway point on a Friday night with an ugly start. Once again for the Red Sox, that first inning, which has been such a nightmare for Red Sox pitchers. Walker Buehler coughing up 5 runs in the very first inning. Faced 9 batters. Walked the leadoff man to start the night. Later gave up 2 home runs. 2 broken bat roller foul.
Well, that ERA in the first now up to 7.06. 5 runs today. 4 runs on Wednesday. He went scoreless in L.A. in the second game. Of course, he gave up 3 in the third. And then 6 earned runs game 1 against. That's 15 earned runs in the first inning. The last 5 games. And
you talked about it, Lou. I mean, what is the first inning game plan?
Yeah.
For Red Sox pitchers, what's the discussion about pitching that first inning? Because it's not working.
No.
The execution, if that's part of it, what's the game plan? I'd love to know that.
Really, you're giving it up too much. Especially here lately. I think like that. 6, 4, and 5. That's the last 3 of the last 4 games.
It's really astonishing. Swung out of it, strike 3. Peraza fans, 1 away.
I mean, maybe you go open him. I don't know. Maybe you Zach Kelly or Bernie, depending on the top of the order, then give the guy the second. I don't know what it is, but the other part is numbers 2 is the Cora talked about this. The first inning and bottom of the order. You know the 8, 9 hole hitters this year are hitting 280 off the Red Sox? With a 340 on base. I mean, Wells sitting 209, maybe 231. We've seen some lineups now where there's some ones. 190, 106, 180. 8th and 9th hole hitters hitting 280 with the 340 on base.
It's also unacceptable. Austin Wells base hit and pop up 1 for 2. Something has to change dramatically.
For me, it's the biggest difference, disappointment, as far as like what you thought they were going to be. Defensively, I thought they were going to be a good team. You know, whether it's behind the dish, first base, second base, were a little bit questionable, but short, third, outfield be fantastic.
That'll get through for a base hit. Wells on with his second single today with 1 down.
Yeah, they've lost some guys that have affected that. Bregman in particular, and first base has been like, you know, teaching moments. Outfield has made some errors too. You're a little offensively, you've gotten really young, but the staff, Roche, Buehler, Giolito, Bayo, and a guy we've all forgotten, Tanner Houck. And then there was depth behind those 5.
LeMahieu here, and he'll take a ball. Yeah, there was reason to be hopeful.
Because we all know pitching wins.
You know, Bayo won 14 games last year. There was improvement there. Tanner Houck went to the All-Star game in the first half. You brought in Crochet, you brought in Buehler, you figured, yeah, pitching's going to be, the starting rotation's going to be a strength of the team.
I think they believed it. This guy's done everything he can.
Crochet tomorrow.
Bregman shave? Mustache already?
Did he shave in between innings there?
Gave up 5 in the first, and he went in and shaved his mustache. It's gone.
He did. Wow. He should work for CAA or something. I mean, he's just changing identities. It's going to be ball 4. So LeMahieu on first and second.
Go 8-9. Single and a walk. 2 for 5 with a walk right now. The 8th and 9th hole hitter.
Grisham will be next, top of the order. Viva Tequila Seltzer is the official hard seltzer of Red Sox coverage on NESN. Get your Viva Tequila Seltzer at all Shaw's and Star Markets across New England.
And the reason why that number is so important, a 340 on base for the 8-9 hole hitters, is because who's usually hitting leadoff? A really good hitter. And you constantly putting traffic on the bottom third for the top of the order. That's not a good recipe.
This staff is dominating the bottom 3. You have to.
Oh, it's your easy innings.
Yes.
Should be.
That's when you look through your scouting reports, you look through your lineup that you're facing, you go, here's an out, here's an out, here's an out. Cora talks about it all the time. It's about getting those 27.
Yeah, and you know, this is still big leaguers.
Right across that front row.
Red Sox 7 through 9. They're 0 for 6 with 3 strikeouts. Quick innings, quick outs.
Meanwhile, Yankees threatening again. Wells at second, LeMahieu on at first. Grisham has walked, popped up, and grounded out. He is 0 for 2. Judge lurking after him. And a good pitch.
This is not fun for me.
Second K in the inning for Bernardino, and 2 gone.
This is a good one here. This is what Bernie, he gets him in trouble, right, with Walker LeMahieu. It's going to get him in trouble here because now you got to face this dude here with 2 outs and a couple guys on.
Judge hitting .396, 2 for 3 with a double, a single. He's added a stolen base. Yankees 7, Red Sox 1 in the 5th. Yankees 5 games up on Tampa Bay going into play tonight, pending the outcome of this one. Tampa Bay won earlier this afternoon, and a ground ball, base hit on the left. Wells will round. Durant throwing home, and he is going to score. Runners will move up to second and third, and the Yankees on the board again. It is
fucking stupid, dude.
Throw home, striking the runner Wells, and he gets across home plate for the 8th run.
Just gets a piece of this to the outfield. It's a good throw from Jarren Duran. And as it's coming home, it hits the runner, pops up. Narvaez tries to get a glove on it. We've seen this before. This is, you know, because then the runners advance, the ball gets away. It's just one of those hard luck errors. Just down the line a little bit, hit Wells on that back. Might have been a good play. At the play, you might have had him.
Bayham, Bellinger will lay off. That's in there for a strike. So it's a base hit and an error charge to Duran, which means the Red Sox have committed 2 more errors tonight.
Those are the tough ones. He almost kept it in his glove, right? If he keeps it in his glove, it's not an error. Because it pops up, guys advance, it's an error. We've seen that before with a couple other outfielders.
Judge with his 51st RBI. His 3rd hit of the ball game. Two men in scoring position, LeMahieu and Judge.
That'll be flowing out to right field with Braves under it. That'll be caught for out number 3. Yankees score 1 more run, though. It's an 8-1 ball game now. So we head to the 6th inning. And I just want this game to be over so I can go to bed. And I can't wait for trucks tomorrow. And then we'll be right back here tomorrow night at 7:35 for the game again. Fucking fun, dude. So excited for that.
Tonight's home run odds presented by FanDuel for Rafi Devers and Wilyer Abreu. Line shot and a base hit. Probably
it's a base hit for Wilyer. Jarren Duran. Oh, wait, is that going to be 3? There you go. Nipples for triples. Nipples for triples. Nipples for triples.
After striking out first 2 times, got tired of that.
Jarren Duran got the triple.
Yeah, he's staying on a nice little breaking ball here and goes to this triple. You love to see it. Listen, you're down 8-1 in the 6th inning. You can just walk into a double if you'd like, right? But that's just not what Duran does. Gets to third base. Nobody out here for Rafi Devers. Puts it down that corner. And you got to get there, too, because Judge can throw, right? You know he's going to air it out.
His 7th triple of the season. So Rafi looking for that 55th RBI or more.
That's the thing about Duran. You know, a guy like David Hamilton's probably faster straight line. I don't think anybody cuts a base like this kid does, right? Rounds first, rounds second, gets to a straight line to each base quicker than probably anybody. That's what makes these legs into doubles, these doubles into triples. He cuts the corner better than anybody in the game.
Maybe the best I've seen since Deion Sanders. As far as cutting those bases like that. Different running styles a little bit, but
yeah. What do you think about it? David Hamilton, I bet you in a race Hamilton wins. But what is their first or third time?
Right.
I bet you Duran's faster there.
I would think you're right.
Well, home to first. Home to third, rather.
Filed away by Rafi's, popped up and grounded out. Red Sox with 3 hits now. Marcelo Meyer with his first Major League home run tonight. Now the Red Sox have added a triple. Again, Rafael has not homered in 12 games. Hope to put an end to that tonight. In a ballpark he has done so much damage in, and he'll lay off that one downstairs. 3-2. To 1 the Yankees in the 6th. First meeting of the year between the rivals. Rafi will take a walk. So Devers on here, first and third. It is 51 walks, so for the moment he takes over the Major League lead. And Abreu the batter right now, down to Jemai.
Yeah, Dave, he really has been excellent versus this franchise. 385, 9 homers the last 2 seasons versus the Yankees. And at Yankee Stadium, it appears something really unlocks him here. But Alex Cora told me he's already locked in, having a great offensive year, continuing to mature as a hitter as well. An example of that is in that last series versus the Halos, where there were 2 games there where he chased, and expanded the last two, but mentioned to Cora how he recognizes the need to remain patient there and take his walks. Example that we just saw right there, now leading the majors, breaking the tie with Juan Soto, who has 50.
Soto beginning to swing the bat much better than when we saw him at Fenway.
Yeah, and you can see the frustration too, right? For a guy like Rafi Devers, listen, he took his walk, so give him credit. But you got a man on third, nobody out. You know, he's thinking, I'm going to get this RBI, knock, fly ball, whatever. It's a great time to hit, but he continues to take his walk. We mentioned it the other day too. Remember that one day he looked jumpy and was expanding. That wasn't normal for him.
1-1 fouled away by Willier. Strikeout and pop up 0 for 2. Didn't play much in the Angels series because they started a couple of left-handers. Now kicking around in the 240s.
You know, though in that last game when he did play, though he was 2 for 2 with a walk. That's a pitch right there. He doesn't miss much. The sinker, kind of down the middle, man on third. Now he's got himself in a 2-strike, 1-2 count.
10 for his last 59. And a 1-2 from Warren. Stays alive.
That's one thing they talk about a lot. The strikeouts are racking up, right? This team strikes out a lot. But how did we get to 1 and 2? He just got to 1 and 2 by missing a sinker middle that he normally puts in play. And the at-bat's over. There's a base hit, there's an RBI, something. Instead, he missed it and finds himself in a 1-2 hole.
They'll fly that one to center field. It hangs Grisham back there. Plenty deep enough to bring in the run as Duran will scurry home. Red Sox with their second run. Willier will pick up his 32nd RBI and a sac fly to chase in Duran to a triple. Rafi staying there at first base. So out number 1 for Narvaez. Carlos tonight with a fly out and a walk. He was 2 for 3 on Wednesday with an RBI. Scored a couple of runs. It's a big part of the Red Sox comeback. Punching that ball to right over and over. You know, when the Yankees had him, he had the reputation as exclusively a glove first guy. Didn't hit like this with the Yankees. He's behind a lot of guys too, but he's gotten an opportunity with the Red Sox and he's really capitalized on it. Hitting .286 with 5 home runs. Yankees with a big conference on the hill.
Yeah, you know, he went down to winter ball when the trade was happening. And he really tore it up down there. He hit like 377. 5 home runs in winter ball. Now, is it going to translate? I don't know. Did something click? I don't know. Came up first month, 200. Cora always said there's more there, but you're starting to see it now. He's in this 4-hole with this lineup. He's earned this spot where he is. The way he's been swinging it here ever since pretty much May 1st.
The last 25 games hitting in the 350s. Does have Devers on at first with 1 gone. And he will check his swing as ball 1.
10 extra base hits during that time and 12 walks. So 12 walks is a big part of it as well.
Yes. He has been disciplined. Ball 2 there. 2-0 the count. And now 3-0. Toro to hit next. Good count for Narvaez. As he will look at ball 4. Red Sox with a couple of walks in the inning. Trying to build something and trying to climb back in the game, trailing by 6. And Toro, the next man in, a single and a pop-up.
Monday, catch the next episode of Red Sox Unobstructed Views, where you can join hosts Jared Carrabis, Jonathan Papelbon, and Alana Rizzo as they break down the game. You can tune in at 7 Only on NESN Plus or streaming on NESN 360. Presented by Blue Moon. When you choose a Blue Moon, everything becomes bright.
Hedrick, the lefty, getting active in their bullpen. Brent Hedrick, just recalled from AAA about 2 weeks ago. Mentioned that Anthony Volpe went out of the game after being hit by a pitch. Eventually it was a left elbow contusion. Peraza came on for him. Runners at first and second for Toro. Base hit in the second, a fly out in the fourth. Toro's hit safely in 14 out of 17, hitting .333. Man, was he raving when he was called up about Roman Anthony.
I think everybody that's playing with him is raving about him. So Moore can't find him.
2-0.
Already walked a couple in this inning.
Devers at second. Narvaez on at first. 8-2 New York. And that's going to miss.
That's what happens when you throw in as many balls. That's called a strike earlier in the game. You know, it was the last time we mentioned only inning in the third through 57, but the game before that, 4 innings, 57 against Colorado. He was getting up close to 100 and over 100, but right here it looks like he's tired.
That's in for strike.
Put 3 on him on the way out.
Yeah.
Make it interesting.
Sure would.
Long way to go in this ballpark.
Toro 3 home runs. As the hitters count. Swinging a drive, sucked down the right field line, but it's going to go foul. Plenty of distance, especially for here. But a foul ball. And 3-2. Put a good swing on it. So full count with 1 down. Marcelo Meyer on deck and the 3-2. And he's going to walk him. That's going to load up the bases.
Bases loaded.
3 in this inning. And now Marcelo coming up after having homered in the 5th inning. And here comes Boone with the hook. So all of a
Will
sudden,
Warren's coming out.
Will Warren just lost the plate.
After I fucking talked shit on, I made fun of his name. I said that it was a stupid fucking name. They need to stop doing that because then they always fucking kill us.
Here at Yankee Stadium. Red Sox trying to get back in the game. It's 8-2 here in the 6th. Yankee Stadium, the Red Sox have loaded the bases with one down in the 6th inning. Brent Hendrick, the left-hander, will be brought on, and Romy Gonzalez will be the counter move by Alex Cora to get a right-hand stick up there.
So Romy Gonzalez is into the game.
And to me, it's the right move. I mean, this guy, Romy Gonzalez, you see a lefty in there, the way he hits lefties, the way Refsnyder hits lefties. You want him to have this at bat.
They'll fly that one foul for strike one.
And I get the whole Marcelo thing. Everybody wants him to play every day. To me, this is urgency. You're trying to win today. I know we just hit a homer off a righty. This kid, lefties are 2 for 17 off of him. So you give yourself a best chance here to win a game tonight.
Now, Romy on Wednesday in a wild game against the Angels, pinch hit in the 7th inning, came aboard and he singled. And Sox would take that right here. There's a line drive to left field, down for a base hit. Devers is in to score. Here comes another run.
There you go.
Is behind him, play a third, safe there, and down to second.
So now it's an 8-4 game.
And that'll make it 8-4. So Romy off the bench with a 2-run hit.
That's something.
I mean, Romy Gonzalez hits lefties. Rob Refsnyder hits lefties. So you get an opportunity to put these guys in. This is a big hit. You just made this game very interesting. You're doing your best to win this ball game today. Meyer cheering him on. That's what they call. Listen, Devers didn't really face many lefties. Neither did Casas, neither did Abreu, neither did Duran. Give it some time.
Trevor Story hits a high fly, twisting down the right field line, headed for the corner, and a foul ball. Trevor tonight with a
could have just given us that.
Only one out in the inning. And the Red Sox have 2 men in
could have just
position.
called that
All those
wrong
walks have come back
and then
to
not
Mark
reviewed
Warren
it.
And the Yankees.
Those are big 2 runs out there. You gotta turn this thing into an 8-6 ball game here with a few innings to go.
1 strike on Story. Now 0-2.
Strike 2.
Hamilton on deck.
You got to get him in. Hendrick, that fastball you see 94 to righties. It's more of a fastball split. He'll throw the occasional slider. Lefties pretty much fastball slider. That's about it. Need contact here. Infield is back. You got to get at least 1, hopefully 2 in.
Yankees did have a 7-0 lead. Now 8-4 and the 0-2.
That's a mistake. That's 95 inner half. Put the ace swing on it. Look, this is an 0-2 pitch, right? That is a big mistake.
0-2 again. Toro at third. Romy Gonzalez at second. Red Sox only have 4 hits tonight, but none bigger than a Romy Gonzalez hit off the bench. A swing and a miss, and Trevor Story down. Hacken. 2 down. He is 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts tonight.
He just came at him with fastballs, and he got 2 or 3 good ones to hit. That's another one there, just 4-seamer at 94.
And now it's Refsnyder. Rob to hit for Hamilton. So clearly, Cora seeing an opportunity and going for it here, but you just can't strike out there.
No, that's, you mentioned it before, this team lost a lot of 1-run ball games, and when they do, it usually goes back to runners in scoring position and then right to the strikeout. That's a spot there. You're facing a guy that's 94, and he gave him 94 down the middle 2 or 3 times. Looking for that one ace swing to at least get one of those runs in. Now it's up to Rob to kind of come up with a big hit, pick him up.
Got to put the ball in play. Well, we'll see if Refsnyder can grab a couple of RBIs here. Rob will take a ball.
It's kind of interesting. Pitch hit for 2 infielders with 1 infielder and an outfield. Move some people around.
In there for strike.
Ball's outside.
last 17. Rob is hitting .318. More importantly, he's driving in runs. He has 12 RBIs over that period. Another opportunity right now. That's a strike. 1-2. Red Sox trying to get back in it. Even closer. They've scored 3 times in this inning. 2 men in scoring position. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out to retire the side.
Well, at least the Red Sox scored 3 runs there. It's an 8-4 ball game now, but I'm still fucking taking out of this game.
A very comfortable night here in New York City. The Red Sox pulled it within 4. They make a bunch of changes. Cedar Rafaela in at second. Among them. And Cooper Criswell. He is now on the mound. Refsnyder over in left. Duran moves to center. Gonzalez taking over at first. With Toro at third. High fly ball here by Goldschmidt. Underneath that at the wall, leaping, and that ball is gone. Home run. Paul Goldschmidt.
Don't even care.
Up and over the outstretched glove of Wilyer Abreu in right to make it 9-4. Yankees hit their 3rd home run tonight.
Well, both teams get to play at this ballpark. Right?
Yep, and we're the ones that suck.
See that swing,
they're not even good. Like, the Yankees aren't even good. We just suck.
The hips back. You can see that inside-out swing.
They just always fucking find a way. It's insane.
Sets up Jazz Chisholm, who's already homered tonight.
I think the World Series last year proved how ungood they are.
Line drive base hit into center. Chisholm a really good night. His 3rd hit. With a dozen.
We were talking about, I guess you just didn't want to bring Campbell in, right? Like, use another guy on the bench so you move some people around. Sedan really hasn't played any infield at all, but for a couple of innings, he's an athlete, still takes some ground balls once in a while, but he can handle it in the infield dirt.
Cross for a strikeout. Dominguez was single, a walk, and a strikeout tonight. 9-4 New York in the last half of the 6th. Red Sox starter Walker Buehler only lasted 2 innings, gave up 7. Red Sox playing from a deep hole, really from Jump Street tonight once again. A recurring major problem for the Sox pitching staff. That's down and in. Yankees have been playing the best baseball in the big league since May 6th. They're 19-7 since then. High fly ball into short right. And Abreu with the grab. 1 down.
And you mentioned it, the whole game changed in that first inning by that man right there, Jazz Chisholm. Think about that first inning. You struck out Goldschmidt to be in this spot. 0-2 count, nothing ball game, and it's a curveball below the zone. If that's a fly ball to center, it's 0-0 after 1. Instead, you give up 2 more. You're down 5-0 early. You're 1 pitch away.
Swing and a miss by Peraza. His second at bat since he had to come on for Volpe. Runner on the move. Here's the throw down to second. The tag. He's going to be safe. Chisholm has it stolen. I think he's doing some running tonight. They've stolen 3 bases in this game.
That's what you do when you're up, right? Maybe a little, not really been there all too much, but look where he catches this ball far out in front of the bag to the point where he's got to dive back just to reach it. Want to stay back to that bag a little bit more, catch and slap. First time out at second base.
To Peraza, and he'll take way outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Catcher Wells on deck for New York. We had a rain delay for roughly half an hour before we got started tonight. Runner goes again, and that pitch will miss for ball 4 as the throw goes into third. He has that one stolen. 2 stolen bases here by Jazz Chisholm. They're on at first and third.
That's what you do when you're aggressive. You know, much like, keep an eye on it. You know, much like Walker Buehler, you know, there's a big leg kick from Cooper.
Looks like the Red Sox are challenging this.
It's a challenge. The Red Sox are challenging this like it fucking matters.
You know, he beats the throw. Tag is on him. Yep. I think the hand might have slid past third base. And there's nothing touching the base right there when he tagged him. The Red Sox probably going to win this. You just can't come off the bag. We've talked about this before, right? The pop slide where you put gets off the bag by 1/8 of an inch, and then to keep the tag on you and you're out. It's a little bit different because he did slide by it, but
they're taking a look at the replay center in Manhattan.
So you see that the mitt is off the bag again. Love the oven mitts, right? But if he didn't have the oven mitt on, maybe he can hold the baseball with his hand. But he has absolutely no grip whatsoever with the mitt.
The other mitts have designs on them. The Jazz Chisholm,
he's off and
designed, by the way. He designs those for his teammates.
Yeah, he's going to be out. And I think you can thank the sliding mitt for this one.
He does this for his teammates too. He's quite an artist. Usually they match the elbow guards. Take a little while to take a look at it too.
Yeah, see, the mitt is off. The knee is off. Foot's not on the bag yet. Toro still has the glove touching that thigh. Taking way too long.
A lot of people working in there tonight.
Yeah. is going to be out. It's a busy night. Right down the street, too, New York, right? So,
yeah,
we're here.
Looks like they get an answer. Finally.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner came off the bag and was tagged. He is out. Boston will retain their challenge.
And it's the second out of the inning. So Chisholm out, runner at first. There's one thing that's gone the Red Sox way tonight.
Yeah, they do a really good job. Mike Brenly with the instant replay inside, kind of picking that up, right? He was safe on the throw, but you're looking at everything. That was a good pickup. They get 2 outs, just a man on first.
And a toss over. Peraza there on ball 4. Wells in this one has 2 hits, 2 singles. Also popped up to short.
Peraza's another guy with 6 bags. They got a few guys in this lineup. We know Volpe can run. Dominguez has 8. Jazz now has 8 himself. 9, I should say.
And pumped in there for strike. 9 runs, 12 hits for the Yankees, including 3 home runs. 4 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for the Red Sox. And he'll golf that one down the left field line. That's going to break foul. Zach Kelly, Brennan Bernardino have also worked in this one. After Buehler went just 2 innings. Crochet on the bump tomorrow night at 7:35 in game 2. One, 2, and a fly ball, and backing up a bit of Brea, but he has plenty of room to make
that'll be out number 3.
and retire the side.
That'll bring us to the 7th inning in a 9-4 ball game.
About to get 7th inning underway, and for Marcelo Meyer, an eventful night in this respect. He cracked his first Major League home run this evening, and he did it at Yankee Stadium, a solo shot. Red Sox thought they would get back in the game with 3 runs in the 6th inning. Yankees came right back with another blast. One of their 3 home runs. They lead at 9-4. Cesar Rafael 0 for 2 tonight will lead it off in the 7th. And then Duran and then Devers. Yankee starter was Will Warren. He was lifted after 5 1/3. Red Sox have been held to 4 hits. Zenon initially, when he hit the home run the other day that traveled all of 308 feet, told Jemai, I thought I hit it good. He certainly hit it in the right spot. He did not hit it well. It was more or less a little flare, pop up down the line, but a perfect spot. The Red Sox walked it off and became a 2-run homer.
After he hit the longest home run he's ever hit.
Yeah, had a great swing the day before. He cuts and misses right through that one, 2-2. They went almost 430. So for the year, 6 home runs. He's homered in 3 consecutive games. He has an 8-game hitting streak he's trying to keep alive right here. And he'll strike out. 1 gone for the Red Sox in the 7th. A order like a pro, Allagash White. It's the go-to citrusy, hazy, and crowd-pleasing wheat beer. Allagash White. Remain with love.
It's coming in, just throwing fastballs by guys. It's got a whip rate of just 24.6, not like over the top. Like Justin Wilson's got like a 40%, right? Just a swing and miss. They're not hitting it this year, though. 3 for 27 off of it, but.
Jared Triple last time off and scored a run. So 7 triples for him. And a wave and a miss right through that one, 2-1. Got a big slider. The Red Sox cannot rally tonight and win the game in New York. They will drop 10.5 games behind the Yankees in the standings. Behind New York. Here's a 1-2 pitch. And that will plunk him. So Jaron is on for the 2nd time.
Too many guys. That missed the pad, too. That got the arm, but it might as well be the pad. Right in that tricep.
With him.
Probably thinking I got a little swole. Right? Sleeveless tomorrow. Hopefully it swells up.
Raffy with a massive cut. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Mentioned Jarren Duran was on with the crew at MLB Network today, and they asked him about how he works out, his physique. He's so cut. Obviously, a king of the weight room. Swinging a drive. That one sucked way back.
There you go. There you go, Raffy. Yeah. That cuts it to a 3-run game.
The Red Sox continue to poke their noses back in this game. That'll make it 9-6. RBIs 55 and 56 for Raffy, and another Yankee Stadium home run for him.
Well, he unloads on this. Talk about getting on top of it. We're talking about this disappearing fastball. This kid Hendricks been.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get a ton of swing and miss, and guys are missing it. This is shoulder height. He just leans back on it. That 12-game homerless streak is now over for Raffy Devers. They keep fighting back. They'll give up 5 in the first, 6 in the first, 4 in the first. Just like in Anaheim, though, they keep trying to make it a game.
Boone out to make the pitching change. Back with more.
Got a little pitching change. I guess we'll keep the lights going.
play of the game presented by New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
There's a fastball up here. Rafi Devers absolutely unloads on this pitch from Hedrick. 419. 104 off the bat, but nice little lean back. Number 13 in the year.
So he has taken over the RBI lead in Major League Baseball. Christian Campbell is going to step in. And hitting at Abreu's spot. Red Sox trail by only 3, 9-6. Fernando Cruz out of their bullpen. Right-hander with the bases empty and 1 down in the 7th. Drops in a strike.
They announced Campbell here to hit for Abreu against what was a lefty. Normally you leave Abreu in, right? But Campbell must have been announced, and then he went and got him.
And the 0-2 from Cruz. Swing and a miss. He puts him
strike
away
3.
Pitches. 2 down.
I was going to say, because Abreu likes the split finger fastball. Hits it well. Campbell not so much. Hasn't seen many of them in his life. And this kid Cruz, boy, he throws it. That's his main pitch 58% of the time.
Narvaez has drawn 2 walks. He's also flied to right. Red Sox have fanned 10 times in the game.
This is just split after split. Remember when we talked about Tommy Kahnle with the changeup?
Yeah.
Like 58% of the time, this kid's throwing a split.
So you know it's coming.
He also has a 58% swing and miss rate. 100th percentile in whiff rate because of this pitch right here. And boy, does it tumble. It's tough to lay off it because you think it's going to be, you know, that 94 that he has to go with it.
His 1-1 pitch. And that'll be a strike.
That's the only one you can get, right? You got to get it up. Because if it looks like a strike, it's bouncing. If it looks high, it's the one you want to hit, the hanger. Easier said than done.
Two and 2. Alex Bregman talking with Meyer. Alex started the night with a mustache. He will end it without one.
Oh, that's weird.
And a 2-2 home. Could have been strike 3.
That fool Mark Wagner.
Did.
No, he thought that ball was up. And look at this thing dive down. This is... That's a strike.
Caught a lot of the plate. So, Narvaez fortunate. He's still up there, 3-2. In the end, he strikes out. Red Sox with their 11th K tonight. It is a 9-6 game in the middle of the 7th.
You know, the Red Sox scored 2 more runs there. It's now a 9-6 ball game. But I'm still not happy. Still not convinced.
Baseball on Ness is brought to you by Payne's Patio, making your outdoor living space the best it can be. And by W.B. Mason. Request your food service catalog today at WBMason.com. Yankee Stadium, game number 1 of the season between the Sox and the Yankees. Statcast 3D is powered by Google Cloud.
It all changed in the first. 5 runs on a home run, a couple of home runs, and it was the Jazz Chisholm one. This knuckle curveball, the blue one to center. 0-2, 2 outs, nothing ball game. And then after that, Volpe went deep as well and just changed the whole outlook. 5 in the first, 2 in the second. You won the last 3 innings, 6-2. Unfortunately, gave up 7 early.
Campbell taking over at second base. He's the 3rd man to play that position tonight for the Red Sox, and Cedon back out there in center field. And Duran in left. So the shuffle continues. And LeMahieu will take one for a ball. So it's an outfield of Duran in left, Raphael in center, Refsnyder at right, Toro at third, Story still at short, Campbell at second, Gonzalez at first, Narvaez still catching. So Story and Narvaez, the only 2 starters who remain at their position. 9-6 game in the 7th.
Not to put up a 0 here. They've scored in each of the last 3 innings. It's just that they put 1 up as well with you. You put up a 0 here, 9-6. See if you can tack on a couple more here in the 8th.
Towards short, and underneath the glove of Story, couldn't quite get to it. It'll be a base hit for DJ LeMahieu to lead off the inning. His first hit tonight.
Again, we're back to the bottom 2 hitters. The 3 for 7 with a walk. The 500 on base percentage. They've done this all year. 8-9 hitters hitting 280 with a 341 on base. And what that does is it just sets up the top of the order where the damage is in this lineup.
Grisham's 0 for 3 with a walk and a run. He started out the ball game taking ball 4 from Walker Buehler, and he'd become the first man to score. He has 7 through 9 tonight for the Yankees. Have been on base a collective 7 times. Bounding ball, right side, through for a base hit. Brothers taking off and now heading back, and the throw comes into second and can't get him with the tag. Better throw, but Story had a lunge. Couldn't quite reach the runner. And LeMahieu safely back into second.
You got Campbell way over here in this shift. This is just a 2 offer. Can't get to, but look at Story. It's off the bat. He comes to the bat, but this throw is down the line. He's got to go and get it. They had LeMahieu right here. Too big of a turn. Cedon tries to get a quick snap throw, just not on the bag. Story's got to reach. Could have got a free out before this man steps up.
So nobody out for Judge, who already has 3 hits in the game, hitting .398. And lines that one to center field. It hangs though. Cedon will make the catch. Runners go back. 1 down. So he was anxious there, and he flies out to center field. Judge 3 for 5 now. Bellinger will be next.
There's really no holes. When you look at like his hit chart, like down and away on the very far low corner, he doesn't hit well. You know, and then out of the zone, maybe fastballs up, but it's almost like you just throw the ball and hope he hits it at somebody. That's the way he's going right now.
Bellinger 1 for 4 with a double. Well, if the Red Sox are going to have any hope tonight, a rather astonishing rally here at Yankee Stadium and a win, they're going to have to hold right now with Bellinger and Goldschmidt. Roller foul, and it's 1-1. And both of them swinging the bat very well.
Yeah, Goldschmidt took a little sinker and flipped it out to right field off Cooper already. First hitter he faced.
Yeah, that was a home run in the 6th inning. Solo shot. 1-2. Hits for the Yankees as opposed to 5 for the Sox tonight. The Yankees have hit 3 home runs. Number 1 run scoring team and home run hitting team in the American League. Red Sox do catch 1 break. They don't have to face Max Fried in the series.
Yay!
Who has been the Yankees' best pitcher. Two fouled off again.
Yeah, low break. Probably lined up to where you'll get him. I would imagine back at Fenway. You get one there.
Yep.
Or it'll be interesting with Crochet on the mound. This team hits lefties well. Of course, he's a different animal, right? But
first pitch going to be a fastball. I can guarantee that. Check swing, little roller to third. Toro will go to first base, and in time as the runners move up to second and third with 2 away. Bellinger didn't mean to. He made contact for an out. Change your lettuce, change your life with Dr. Matthew Lepresti, the hair doctor of Tom Caron. Free consultations at 1-800-GET-HAIR.
This Yankee team is second most home runs against lefties, second highest batting average, 271 against lefties, number 1 OPS against lefties. But like I said, he's a little different animal.
Goldschmidt is swinging a miss, homer to the 6th inning. He's gone 1 for 4. Has 2 men in scoring position, LeMahieu and Grisham. Bottom of the 7th. Griswold trying to hold. 0-2. Attendance tonight here in the Bronx, 46,783. That is their 7th sellout of the season. On the way. Expect similar crowds all weekend long. All 3 games in the evening here in New York. A wave and a miss struck him out. Griswold did a great job after back-to-back singles to open the inning. Look at the game summary presented by Sullivan Tire Auto Service, celebrating 70 years in business. Only 2 innings worth of work tonight from Walker Buehler. Marcelo Meyer's first major league home run. Chisholm's had a big night, 3 for 4. His 9th home run. He's already driven in 4, stolen 2. Jonathan Loaisiga coming out of the bullpen now for New York, the right-hander, as we get the 8th inning started. 9-6 game. Red Sox still within striking distance here.
Loaisiga only his 9th appearance. Missed the first 43 games recovering from that elbow surgery last year.
Abraham Toro.
Why is it not?
The backstop. He's got 1 for 2 with a base hit and walk.
Dude, I don't fucking need that.
96, 97, fastball down, maybe a tick, but curveball changeup's a good one. Up to curveball.
A little fix on there in a second.
Romy Gonzalez on deck. Romy came off the bench in the 6th inning when the Red Sox rallied to get 3 back. And he had the key hit, the 2-run single with the bases loaded. Fly toward the gap. Lengthy run here for Grisham, trying to track it down. He will
That'll get down.
to the warning track and bounces over for a double. So Toro with another multi-hit game, a double to begin the 8th inning.
Nice double there.
This has been going on for a while now, right? We're talking about 18 games. Toro's jumped in this lineup, takes a sinker, drives it the other way. Grisham kind of shading in that right center. You see him on that side of the second base back. Long way for him to go, but 2 for 3 here with a walk. And hits now in 15 of his last 18 games, hitting around 350.
Romy, the 2-run single as a pinch hitter last time up. This one feels a lot like the game the Red Sox just played.
Which one?
Yeah.
Fair point. Ground ball to short. That'll hold the runner.
Fucking.
Braz up and over to get him. And Toro staying put. Obviously, the last one the Red Sox played was the game in which they fell behind 4-0 in the first inning to the Angels. Rallied to take the lead, gave it back. Took it back. It just was like that all day until the game-winning home run.
I mean, game 1 against the Angels, you were down 6-0 in the first. You lost 7-6, right? Offensively, you've been doing a lot here in the last 3 or 4 games. Just put big holes. The truth.
Trevor Story, 0 for 3. Struck out in a big spot in the 6th inning.
They left a couple runs out there. He struck out, and Refsnyder came in. He struck out as well. Those big 2 runs you needed.
Swinging a drive out the left field will hang. Bellinger is there to make the catch. 2 down. Story 0 for 4. With Rob Refsnyder to climb in. Rob 0 for 1 with a K. Batting stats are presented by Travelers Championship. For tickets, you can visit travelerchampionship.com. Runner at second. Toro with the leadoff double. Red Sox are threatening to strand him out there here in the 8th. Rob against a righty.
It's a big run if you can get it in. Right, Raffaello on deck. You get to the top of the order. If you're down 2 with a closer out there, it's a little bloop and a blast in this ballpark.
Oh, 1. And a backhander by the pitcher. Loaisiga will fire on the underhand to get him, and that'll retire the side. Red Sox, the leadoff double, can't bring it in. 9-6 New York.
Fucking annoying. Not worth it. What are you doing? Jaden, you literally are, what is it, 0 for 6 tonight? You know, yeah, you're now 0 for 6. You're 0 for 6 tonight with your comments. None of them have stayed through.
Bottom 8, Yankees up, and they have a 3-run lead over the Sox in game 1 of this 3-game series. Chisholm right in the thick of it with 3 hits. Does a stolen a base. He's driven in 4 runs. And he'll suck that one to right field.
Yeah.
That's well struck.
Okay.
Brett Snyder will make
There
the
you
play, though, right at the base of the wall. Chisholm has been a terror in the game. 1 down. It's on the hard 2.
I might wake up in the middle of the night thinking of that 0-2 curveball.
Did he hit out?
Yeah. And if he just got in front of it, flew up the center, what would have happened here tonight?
Dominguez will line that one
It's foul.
But the game's not played that way. But I'm sure if you walk with Buehler, you're sitting there making.
This game was delayed by, what was it, 25, 26 minutes before this game started.
Instead it turned into a 5-spot.
And he gave up 2 more in the next inning.
It was not good once it started.
The Red Sox were down 7-0 tonight.
Who else is 0-6, Jaden? Who the fuck else is 0-6? Tell me. Tell me who the fuck is 0-6. Right fucking now.
And the 0-2 from Cooper Criswell. A swing and a miss. Down he goes, strike 3. 2 away.
0-6 in what, Jaden? In what? What are they 0-6 in? If you can find a stat that they are, this season, actually accurately 0-6 in, exactly 0-6, I'll fucking, I don't know, buy you a pizza.
Right near the bag, guns and gets him by half a step.
That's also not true, Jaden.
1-2-3 for the Red Sox. Rafael and Duran and Devers 2 up as we go to the 9th.
That's not what I asked. Like, you just pull, like, stupid shit out of your ass, Jaden. Like the shit you pull out of your ass is just, like 0 for 6 in the last 6 years. Like, your shit doesn't even, like, fucking, like, nobody does this, dude. Like, get a fucking grip. No, Jaden. You're... Jaden, I have gay family members, so you making fun of me and, like, just making fun of me and all that and clowning on me is homophobic. And it's Pride Month. I want you to fucking sit and fucking think about that.
Projected starters presented by the Friendly Toast. Garrett Crochet, the ace on the mound, 5-4 with a 1.98. Tough customer. His opponent, Yarbrough, 13 games. That's 5 starts. He's 3-0 with a 2.83 ERA. He's just about a strikeout per inning.
So here's the top of the 9th inning. The Red Sox looking for their last chance to do something here.
And a high ERA at 6.35 is acquired from Milwaukee last December.
Here's Ceddanne Rafaela.
Ceddanne Rafaela.
I don't know what the hell the
and a swing and a miss, strike one.
leaderboard, scoreboard is doing over there. Saying it's Jarren Duran and that it's 3-0 count.
Out in Milwaukee.
It's Ceddanne Rafaela and it's an 0-1 count. Bro, what?
Tonight. Then Duran and then Devers.
Is this fucking thing okay?
Which guy? That fastball right there and that changeup.
This thing is tripping.
That changeup has been money. This year, even a 235 average is way above his career.
He's trying to bunt, fouls away. Said out without a hit in the game, a pop-up, a fly out, a strikeout, so his 8-game hitting streak is in jeopardy. Sox would love to have a couple of base runners for Rafi Devers in this inning. Rafi's already hit a home run tonight. His 13th. Marcelo Meyer also hit his first Major League home run. Ground ball, a little too hopper to short. Peraza will cut him down. Ceddanne ruled himself safe as he crossed the bag. One man away.
Changeup is still good. You know, last year guys hit 162 off it. The year before 97. You know, in 2020, guys were 2 for 62 against his changeup. That is a 32 batting average. .032. That's why I say 235 doesn't seem like a lot, but for this guy, that's getting hit.
Jarren Duran tonight a triple. He's been hit by a pitch. He's 1 for 3.
It was one of the worst nights.
One on the night.
Right now, you got to find a way to get Narvaez up. Right, 3 hitters away. Narvaez and Toro. Any way you can get on base here. And that's why Rafael, you saw them put the bunt down. Chisholm's way back.
Clanks away for a ball. 3-0. Red Sox have struck out 11 times. They've only 6 hits. Somehow they've turned that into 6 runs. And that's going to hit him again. That's the second time he gets drilled tonight. He's on base for the 3rd time.
I mean, that's a huge miss. No intention there. That's just a guy that didn't know what was going on. I mean, it's 3-0. He's trying to throw this ball down the middle.
Man, he missed badly.
I never know. history of players, I don't know, but you're not doing that.
Why would you?
But that is just such a bad miss. There's no way you're doing that on purpose, but wow.
Even if there's a nasty history, you know, to bring Rafi Devers up, that's one man away, and Rafi will take a massive cut. He's already hit a 2-run homer tonight and walked and scored.
Well, he's upset at himself, too, because, again, it's a 50-50 split, right? Fastball, good changeup. He was sitting dead red. He got something in her half and just missed it. Now, all of a sudden, you got to go back to, okay, start thinking about a changeup.
One away, one on. And high fly to left field. Routine play for Bellinger.
That'll be out number 2.
Under that. 2 down. So now it's up to Campbell to keep it alive. He has won at bat tonight, and he struck out. Red Sox dug themselves a very deep hole right out of the gate tonight. Down 5-0 after 1, 7-0 after 2. Been straight uphill all night. 2 down. And Duran will be left to take second. Here he goes. And there for a strike. Duran safely to second. Now Baez on deck. And time will be granted by Mark Wegner. Chapman is up, just in case. And the 0-1. And a very disappointing start out of Walker Buehler tonight. Just 2 innings, 7 runs. A pattern for the Red Sox of first inning difficulty. That continues. It's a bad problem. That'll be in there, a strike.
You're going to see a lot of changeups. You see these guys with splits, you saw with Cruz the changeup. Christian now 3 for 21 on the year. Facing off speed, changeup splits. Pitch he's having trouble seeing right now.
Williams on to the 1-2. And in there for strike 3 to end the ball game.
That'll do it.
Yankees take game 1, 9-6. As the Red Sox strike out 12 times. Red Sox got
all right, well, this is like the craziest fucking lag ever. And that fucking sucks.